Alrighty, looks like we're live again. Hey there, everybody. It's the Nasty One here again, and welcome back to the next episode of the Sawteeth franchise rebuilt here in Super Mega Baseball 4, year number 2, coming to an end today as we head into the championship series here in the league finals, as we are taking on our fellow 1 seed, the Heaters. Both teams went 2-1 in the first round and then went 2-0 in the semifinals to reach this point. So the matchups for pitching will be 2s versus 2. There'll be 2v2, 3v3, and then 1v1 in that order. Okay, so we do not have home field advantage here, as the Heaters had the best record in the regular season. They went 12-4. We went 11-5 on the mound in game 1 for both teams. On the mound for us is lefty Cecil Sawyer. No record in the playoffs, a 2.25 ERA and a 1.12 WHIP. He gave up 2 earned runs and 8+ innings of work in his first start. And on the mound for the Heaters, it is Warren Yount, who's 1-0. He has a 1.12 ERA and a 1.12 WHIP. He only gave up 1 earned run in his first start. Lineup for us today, leading off in center is Slash Trips. He's locked in. Then it is left fielder Johnny Bags, tense. Batting third, locked in at second base, Janice Friedman. Batting fourth, shortstop John Renero. Batting fifth, first baseman Peak Physique. Batting sixth, right fielder Howie Caldeet. Batting seventh, veteran catcher Tugboat Thomas. Batting eighth, third baseman Kira Nutmeg. And batting ninth is the pitcher, Cecil Sawyer. Let's get it on. Game 1 coming at you here from Red Rock Park. Let's see which team is going to dial it up here in Game 1 and start the series off in their team's favor. Looking at the lineup for the Heaters, leading off in right field is second-year outfielder Hopper Fenster. Then batting second, locked-in third baseman Theodore Stiffner. Batting third, first baseman Antonio Levo. Batting fourth, locked-in left fielder Spitz McKinney. Batting fifth, locked-in center fielder Reyes Rufo. Batting sixth, shortstop Carlton Starr. Batting seventh is 10th, second baseman Charlie Lopez. Batting eighth is catcher Hank Hart. And batting 9 is the pitcher Warren Yount. Get it on. Trips leading off. He's locked in, hitting .615 with 2 homers, 6 RBIs. Bad ball hitter active for Trips as he'll face Warren Yount. Yount in his first start, he gave up 1 run in 8 innings of work. Yep, same amount of innings as Sawyer pitched. Sawyer gave up 2 runs. And Workhorse is at max boost, so 30% slower stamina decrease rate for Yount. He's going to be in here a long time today, unless he gets injured. Let's hope that doesn't happen. I want a clean fight. Change up inside, misses, ball 1. Change up in there at the knees, 1-1. Change up away, crushed by Trips, deep left center field, but he got under it. Therefore, it is Rufo, 1 down. Pardon me, next up is 10th left fielder Johnny Bags, hitting .417 with 4 RBIs in the postseason. First pitch from Yount, curveball up and away is high, ball 1. Heater low, 2-0 the count to Johnny. Fastball up and in, turned on by Johnny, hit well to left field. That's got some carry, but it's going to die at the warning track. McKinney in front of the wall, 2 down. Janice Friedman up next. Second baseman is locked in, hitting .609 in the postseason with 2 homers and 3 RBIs. Change up down and then is low, ball 1. Change up hangs, line to center field hard, but it's right at Reyes Rufo, and that's a 1-2-3 inning here for Yount. Bottom 1, it's scoreless. Fenster, Stiffner, and Levo up first against Cecil Sawyer. Hopper Fenster, the right fielder, leading off. He's hitting .385 with a homer, 3 RBIs for the sophomore here. And Cecil Sawyer on the mound in 8+ innings in his first start against the Herbivores. He gave up 2 earned runs for a 2.25 ERA and a 1.12 WHIP. 6 strikeouts in that game. He, however, got a no decision as we blew a 4-run lead in the 9th inning with 2 down. Heater down and then is inside. Ball 1. Slider down to Fenster. Strike at the knees. 1-1. Cutter up and away is high. 2-1. Forcing the middle in. That's fouled off by Fenster. It jammed him. 2-2. K collector active for Sawyer here. Change up away. Way outside. 3-1. Or 3-2. Sorry, I can't count. Cutter up and in. Chased it, strike 3. First punch out for Sawyer, 1 down. Blew it by him there at the letters. Here's third baseman Theodore Stiffner. He's locked in, hitting .188, 1 homer, 3 RBIs in the postseason. Cutter up and away in the first pitch, high, ball 1. Force in the middle in. Stiffner checks his swing. It's a strike, 1-1. Change it both down and away. Fouled off late, 1-2 the count. Slider up and in. Chased inside. Dumped over short. That is down for a hit over the diving Renero's glove. That's a base hit. Runner on with one down. Stiffner's got good speed at first. Here's Mantonio Lavo, the first baseman, hitting 200 in the postseason right now. No homers or RBIs yet for Lavo. It's very good speed at first. Pick off to first in the dirt. Good pick by Zeke to save it. Ball low outside. Your way, runner goes. Throw down by Thomas. Just late stolen base there for Stiffner as he still gets second. Stiffner's second of the postseason. He's 2 for 2. One of the count here to Lavo. Slider down and in. Chased inside. 1-1. Cutter up. Chased high over the zone. 1-2. Chased down the way. Runner goes. Chased outside for a strike. Throw down to third is low, and that was not getting Stiffner anyway. His second steal. He's up to 3 now in the postseason. 2 down for Spitz McKinney. Left fielder's locked in, hitting .444 with 2 RBIs. And the RBI hero trait. Good for Spitz, coming over from the Buzzards here in the series. That was Sawyer's second punch out of the day as he set down Lavo there. 2 down, runner at first. Or runner at third. Leader up and in. Way high. Ball 1. That was nowhere in the zone. Change away. McKinney dumps it to left center field. Trips ranging over, tracking it. Lays out and he missed it. I overran it and had tried to come back at the last second. It didn't work. McKinney digging for third. He's going to be in with an RBI triple. It's 1-0. That's on me. I took a bad path. Rays Rufo up next. Center fielder locked in, hitting .381. 3 RBIs. He's got high pitch active as well. Heater up. Check swing strike called. 0-1. Slider down the way. One hopper to second. Friedman there makes the play, and that ends the inning. 1 run in on the triple by McKinney, as it was good layout by Trips. I just overran the ball. 1-0 to the second. Renero, Physique, and called eat. Due up. There's John Renero, the shortstop in the cleanup slot today, hitting .364. He's got a homer and 8 RBIs. Right down the middle with the heater. 0-1. Definitely did not expect that. Or that he would do it again with a changeup as Renero fouls it off early, 0-2. Heater up and in, blew it by him, strike 3. First punch up for Yout. 1 down, here's Peak Physique, hitting .273. 2 homers, 5 RBIs on the year. Yout sets, fires, changeup down and in, strike called, 0-1. Slider down and in, jams Physique, but he sends it out to the gap in right center. That's going to be down for extra bases, and that's going to roll all the way to the fence. Rufo just getting to it. Physique is going to be in with a 1-out double. First hit today for the Sawteeth is a 1-out double here. Here's Caldeet. Howie Caldeet, right fielder, hitting .333, 3 homers, 7 RBIs in the postseason. Off-speed hitter is active here. Slider up, taken high, ball 1. Good eye there from Howie. Change up and in, turned on by Howie into the gap, right center field. Rufo going over, gets there for the second out as Physique wisely tags, and he'll get to third. Tying run 90 feet away here with 2 down in the second for Tugboat Thomas, the catcher, hitting .500 in the postseason with a solo homer. Looking to drive in his first run, not on a home run. Slider inside is a strike called, 0-1. Heater up and in is high, 1-1. Heater up and in, late on the whiff, 1-2. Curb onside, fouled off. Good good job by Thomas to get to it, 1-2. Heater away, fouled off. That will edge toward the stands, and it will get out of play just over the leaping glove of Lavo, 1-2. Slider up and in, hard grounded to short, but it's right at Carlton Starr. He'll make the play to end the inning. Bottom 2, it's still 1-0 as we strand the runner at third. Starr, Lopez, and Hart due up. Here's Carlton Starr, the shortstop, batting in the 6th slot today for the Heaters, hitting .211, 2 RBIs in the postseason. Change up and in on the first pitch. That is high, ball 1. Zoomer away. Check swing strike, 1-1. Cutter down and in, check swing strike, 1-2. Okay, collector active, slider away, chased and fouled off, still 1-2. Cutter up and away. That is grounded to first, right at Physique on the backhand. He'll make the play himself, runs to the bag, 1 down. Charlie Lopez up next. Second baseman is tense. Comes over from the Platypi. Hitting 167 with an RBI here in the postseason. Cut up and in the first pitch. Chopped the short right at Renero, who makes the play. 2 down. Base is empty for the 8-hitter. It's catcher Hank Hart. First pitch prayer active, hitting 222 with 2 RBIs. Rushing up on the first pitch. Fouled back out of play over the screen. 0-1. Change up inside. Nubber to second. Friedman races in. He'll make the play. 1-2-3 inning here for Sawyer in the second. 3 groundouts to the third. It's 1-0. Nutmeg, Sawyer, and Trips 2 up. Here's Kieran Nutmeg, third baseman, hitting .455 with 3 RBIs in the postseason, starting the inning against Yout. 4-seamer misses inside from Warren, ball 1. Curveball hangs, line at the middle, over the diving second baseman's glove. That's a base hit for Nutmeg, cut off by Rufo. That'll prevent extra bases. Leadoff single for the Sawteeth here in the third. Nutmeg on. Here's Sawyer, the pitcher, looking to bunt her over. Bunt is shown as the infield is playing the bunt defense. Strike called as he missed the first one, 0-1. Missed it again, low and in, 0-2. And the bunt is down. That is a fair ball on the plate. Hart throws to second, gets the first out. Nutmeg is kept off the path. Sawyer reaches on the fielder's choice. Here's Trips, 0-1, locked in. Flew out his first time up to left center. Heater inside from Yout, ball 1. Slider and then jams him, hitting the hole past the first baseman into right field. Trips his first hit today. He's 1 for 2. 2 on, 1 down. We have to play station-to-station ball. We need a gapper. Here's Johnny Baggs. He's 0 for 1. Flew out to the wall in left field his first time up. Curveball low from Yout, ball 1. Change it down and then pulled foul. 1-1. Clutch active for Johnny here. Fastball middle in, broken bat, fouled off. 1-2. Gets new lumber there for Baggs. Curveball down in the way, dumped to right field. That's a base hit. Runners have the bases loaded now with 1 down as it puts the pressure on Friedman. 0 for 1. He's locked in though. Lined out to the center fielder deep his first time up. Can Janis get it over his head this time? Johnny back to neutral mojo. Changeup is low from Yout, ball 1. Changeup down and then ripped hard. It's an early swing, 1-1. Fastball middle in, line to short, right at Star, 2 down. Friedman again is robbed. Here's Renero, 0 for 1. John flew out his first time up. Or did he strike out? I think he struck out. Heater is low on the first pitch, ball 1. Curveball down, fouled back into the screen, 1-1. Change up inside, liner up the middle, diving is Star! Saving the run. That would have gotten 2 in. Bottom 3, it's 1-0. Yout, Fenster, and Stiffner do up as we strand the bases loaded in the third. Yout leading off, hitting .250 in the postseason. No homers or RBIs yet for the pitcher. You're up on the first pitch, fouled back over the screen, 0-1. Cutter up and away, whiffed on at 0-2. K collector active for Sawyer, fastball up and in, fouled off, still 0-2. Cutter at the knees, chop foul, still 0-2. Slider away, chop slow roll to short, Renero races in, bare hands and fires, in time, 1 down. Hopper Fenster up next, he's 0 for 1, struck out swinging his first time up. Slider away on the first pitch, just outside, ball 1. Cutter down and in the dirt, bounces, 2-0. Receiver up and in, that's a strike, 2-1, good take from Fenster. Change it down the way, low and outside, 3-1. Cutter down in the way, line foul on the first base side, it's full. Slider put in, chased and fouled back, still full. Change it middle in, chops low over to first, physique there, taps the bag on the bare hand, 2 down. Here's Stiffner, 1 for 1 with a single. He's locked in. Fastball down the way, check swing low and outside, ball 1. Stiffner 1 for 1, he singled, stole 2 bases, and then scored a run in the first inning. Slider way outside on the check, 2-0. Forcing the middle in. Stiffner takes inside. 3-0. Good eye from Theodore. Cutter up. Strike called at the letters. 3-1. Slider down in the way. Chopped out of play. Full count. Forcing up and in. Chased and fouled back. Still full. Change it down and in. Grounded to second. Friedman to his right. Backhands cleanly to first. 1-2-3 inning for Sawyer as he's through the third. To the fourth, it's 1-0. Physique called Eaton. Thomas due up. Here's Physique. Doubled his first time up. He's 1 for 1 today. Was stranded out at third base in the second. Change of low from Yount. Ball 1. Curveball down. Hit up the middle. Past the diving second baseman. That's a base hit. Second for Physique today. He's 2 for 2. Starting the game off right. Here's called Eat over 1. Tense. Flew out to right center his first time up. Heater up. Strike called at the letters. 0-1. Heater up. Chased it high. 0-2. Heater up and in. Line to short. Over the leaping glove of Starr. That's a base hit. 2 on, none down. Sawteeth once again are starting something. Let's see if we can convert. Talk about Thomas up next. He's 0 for 1. Grounded out his first time up, I believe. Change up and in is high. Ball 1. 2 change up blown away in the dirt. 2-0. Slider down and in. Jams him, but skied to center. The runner draws the throw. That's a good one from Rufo. Will hold. Thomas 0 for 2. Here's Nutmeg. 1 for 1 with a single. Yount is on deck. Slider inside is a strike. 0-1. Slider away. Dumped by Nutmeg to left field on the line, but it's right at McKinney. 2 down. Okay. And the pitcher Sawyer's up next. 0 for 1 with an attempted bunt, which turned into a fielder's choice when Nutmeg was thrown out at second from the plate. See if Sawyer can deliver and help his own cause. Change of middle of the plate, line to left center field. Will that get down? Yes, it will. Rufo cuts it off and keeps it in front of him. It'll be a single for Sawyer, but he drives in the tying run. Physique scores from second. It's 1-1 as Caldeet goes first to third. Runners on the corners for Slash Trips, the reigning MVP and Triple Crown winner for the last 2 seasons. 1 for 2 with a single, trying to deliver again. Can he get through and give us the lead? Let's find out. Heater up, that's a strike. 0-1. Chased it up and away on the heater. Bad swing. 0-2. Curveball down. Line to short. Diving is Starr to rob us of another run. As Carlton Starr has saved at least 3 runs in the last 2 innings alone. But the Sawteeth get 1 home on the single by Sawyer. We're tied at 1 in the bottom of the 4th. Lavo, McKinney, and Rufo due up. Antonio Lavo leading off. First baseman is Tense. He's 0 for 1 today. Sawyer now locked in after delivering the tying single. Slider down and in is low. Cutter down and in actually is low. Ball 1. Change up and away. Just outside. 2-0. Teamer up and away. Way high. 3-0. That one slipped. Slider down. Taken all the way. 3-1. Cutter middle in. Ripped foul. Full count. Change of middle in. Out in front of it. Strike 3. Third punch up for Sawyer. 1 down. As Lavo spikes his bat and walks off, here's the on-fire Spitz McKinney, who tripled in a run his first time up. He's 1 for 1. Cutter down and away. Strike called at the knees. 0-1. Receiver up and in inside. 1-1. Change it down and in. McKinney checks his swing. Strike called anyway. 1-2. Slider up and away. Chased and fouled off out of play. 1-2. Receiver down in the way in the dirt. Good block there behind the plate by Thomas. 2-2. Cutter up and away. McKinney fouls it off on the other side. Still 2-2. Slider up and in. Chased and skied to left. Bags back a step. Now to his left. Coming in. Makes the catch. 2 down. Base is empty for Ray's Rufo. He's 0 for 1. Struck out his first time up. Slider up and in. Way inside. Ball 1. Receiver up and in. Strike called. 1-1. Sawyer already up over 60 pitches here in only the 4th. Cutter down and the way is low. 2-1. Change it down and in inside, 3-1. Leader up and away. That's fouled off late. Full count. Cutter up. Chased it. Strike 3. Fourth punch up for Sawyer. That ends the inning. 1-2-3 for him. To the fifth, it's still 1-1. Bags, Friedman, and Renero due up. Here's Johnny Bags, 1 for 2 with a single today as he's going to try and start it against Yount. Clutch active here. Slider in the dirt. Bounces. Ball 1. Good take by Johnny. Change up at the knees. Ripped hard in the hole past the diving Stiffner. Base hit. Johnny's second hit today. He's 2 for 3. Here's Friedman, 0 for 2. Lined out twice today. Once to center field and last time up the shortstop with the bases loaded. Still locked in despite that as he's hitting the ball well. It's just right at people. Slider down and in is in the dirt. Ball 1. Here up at the letters. 1-1. Peter up the way chased. 1-2. Friedman behind. Curveball chased in the dirt. Chopper slow roller to third. Mishandled by Yount. It got by him. Infield single for Friedman. He beats it out. Bad miscue communication there as the third baseman went to cover the bag instead of going for the ball, leaving Yount hung out to dry when he missed the barehanded toss. Or barehanded pickup the first time. Infield single for Friedman. 2 on base. None down again for the third straight inning for the Sawteeth. Can Renero deliver this time? Let's find out. Lined out to short last time up as well. He's 0 for 2. He's also struck out. Changeup is low from Yount. Ball 1. Change it down the middle. Turned on by Renero. Hit well into the corner. Back is McKinney at the wall. He's out of room. And he sawed it off. It just got out. Renero got enough air under it to get the job done. Oh, 3-run bomb for John Renero. It is 4-1 as the Sawteeth take their first lead here in Game 1. Here's Peak Physique, 2 for 2 with a double and a single as Yount now tense. Curveball up, hangs on the next pitch into the gap. It goes for Physique. That could be triple. That could be a 3-bagger. Physique already on his way to second. Rufo just getting to it. Physique going to hold it second, though. He's going to play it smart. Third hit today for Peak, though. He's 3 for 3. Here's Caldee, 1 for 2 with a single. Yount still tense. Curveball up and in, dumped back up the middle, base hit over the leaping glove of Lopez. Coming around third is Physique. He's going to try it. Throw is off the line from Rufo. It's cut. RBI single for Caldee. It is 5-1. Douglas Thomas up next. He's 0 for 2 as Yount now rattled, having given up 4 runs in the inning. And 5 straight hits to start the inning as well. He's coming unrattled. Coming unraveled. Next pitch curveball grounded to Lopez on to second 1. Star to first. Double play. That ends 2 down. Yount back to tense. Here's Nutmeg, 1 for 2 with a single. Curveball down, dumped to right center field into the gap. That's going to be extra bases as it rolls all the way to the fence. Nutmeg already on her way to second. Rufo just getting to it. Nutmeg holds at second as well. 2-out double. Keeps the inning alive here for the 9-hitter. Cecil Sawyer, who singled in a run last time up. He's locked in, 1 for 2 today. Can Cecil deliver? I've realized I've been saying his name wrong the entire time. He's like Cecil Cooper. Or Cecil Fielder. It's Cecil Sawyer, not Cecil. Sorry, Cecil. I apologize. Come on, Cecil. Grounded at Frono, pitch grounded at Lopez. That ends the inning. 4 runs home in the inning, though. 3 on the home run by Renero. 1 on a single by Caldee. 5-1 to the bottom of the 5th. Star, Lopez, and Hart due up. Carlton Star leads off 0 for 1 today as he'll face Sawyer, who's still locked in. See him up and away. Outside, ball 1. Slider hangs. Star's hard chopper up the middle. That's a base hit. Star's first hit today. He's 1 for 2. Puts him on with none down. Charlie Lopez up next. He's 0 for 1 today and still tense. Grounded out his first time up. Slider down and in inside. Ball 1. Cutter down and away low. 2-0. Seamer up and in. Strike called. 2-1. Changeup up. Fouled off on the hit and run. 2-2. Cutter down and in. Chased it. Strike 3. 5th punch up for Sawyer. 1 down. Here's Hart. 0 for 1 today. Slider inside. Almost kneecapped him inside. Ball 1. Four-seamer away. Dumped to left field. That is going to get down for a base hit. Bags dives and gets past his glove, and that's going to be extra bases for Hart. Runner coming around third is Starr. He's going to score on the double. It is 5-2. Sawyer no longer locked in. Here's Yout over 1 intense. Receiver down on the first pitch. Bunt shown and pulled back. Ball 1. Cutter up and in. Bunt shown. Pulled back again. 1-1. Receiver up. Bunt is popped up to the catcher. Easy snag for Thomas out of the air. 2 down. Line up back to the top. Here's Hopper Fenster 0-2. Change it down in the way in the first pitch. Outside. Ball 1. Cutter up and in. Check swing strike. 1-1. Slider down and in. Low and inside. 2-1. Seamer up. Way high. 3-1. Seamer up and away. Strike called. Full count. Change it down. Chased and fouled off. Still full. Cutter up and in. Chased and fouled off again. Still full. Slider at the knees. Ripped foul. Still full. Receiver up and away. Chased it. Strike 3. 6 punch out for Sawyer. That ends the inning. 1 run in on the double, though. 5-2 now to the 6. Trips, Bags, and Friedman due up. Here's Trips, 1 for 3 with a single today. A run was driven in there by Hank Hart on the double. Yout come out for the 6th here. Trying to figure out what went wrong last inning. Heater away, check swing outside. Ball 1. Heater up, whiffed on it. 1-1. I got to get around on it. Change it, ripped foul out in front. 1-2. Slider inside, jammed in the short. Easy catch on the liner by Starr. 1 down. Johnny Bags up next, 2 for 3 today. He is back to neutral mojo. Slider up and away, dump to right field. Make it 3 for 4 as it's over to Leaping Lopez's glove. Bags on with a 1-out single in the 6th. Next up, Janice Friedman, 1 for 3 with a single. He's locked in. Heater inside, misses. Ball 1. Heater inside, whiffed on it. 1-1. Heater up, whiffed high. 1-2. Heater down, chop foul out of play. 1-2. Change the wave, pulled foul, still out in front. 1-2. Curveball down, grounded to short. Starr to second, 1. Lopez to first. Double play, and that ends the inning. Bottom 6, it's 5-2 still. Stiffner, Lavo, and McKinney due up. Sawyer coming back out for the 6th. Trying for the quality start. He is at 85 pitches, though, so he does have a cap. Here's Stiffner, 1 for 2 with a single. He's locked in. Change it down and then the first pitch. Whiffed on it low, 0-1. Pushing me down in the way, low, 1-1. Slider up and in. Inside, 2-1. Cutter up and away. Popped up behind the mound. Over for it is going to be somebody. Sawyer makes the catch. 1 down. Jesus, Cecil. He's locked in. Here's Lavo over 2 intense. Cutter down in the way, low. Ball 1. Sawyer up over 90 pitches now. Change him up and in. Hard grounder to third. Pass nutmegs glove into the left. That's base hit. 1 on, 1 down here. Probably last batter for Sawyer. Here's McKinney. He's locked in. 1 for 2 with an RBI triple. No speed at first and no threat to run. Slider away. Strike called. 0-1. Cutter down. Line at the middle to second. Hard. Friedman dives out of his reach. That's a base hit. That's 2 on, 1 down here in the 6th, and that is going to do it for Cecil Sawyer as he's out of gas. He can't keep going, especially with Rufo coming to the plate. He's 0 for 2. Sawyer done after 5 1/3 innings. Gives up 6 hits, no walks, I believe. Struck out 6 batters. Solid outing for Sawyer. Pitch count just got to him. He's going to fall. Actually, he's got rally stopper. I'm going to let him go 1 more. This is probably a dumb idea, but he's been the ace for us all season. The way he's been pitching, he's not going to want me to take the ball from him in this one. Lefty-lefty matchup as well. Changeup is down low. Ball 1. Forcing me down in the way. Grounded to short. Renero dives. Cuts it off. Flips the second 1. Friedman to first. Late fielder's choice. Runners at the corners. 2 down for Starr. 1 for 2 with a single and a run scored. Rally stopper still active. Slider away in the first pitch. Chopped foul on the number. 0-1. Pushing up and in. Inside and high. 1-1. Cutter inside, runner goes, swung through it for a strike. Thomas's throw down, just laid. Rufo steals second. Rufo's first steal of the postseason. He's 1 for 1. 2 in scoring position, 1-2 the count. Rally stopper, K collector. Can Sawyer get it done? Cutter away, chased outside, fouled off, still 1-2. 100th pitch coming from Sawyer. Change it down and in, low and inside on the dirt, 2-2. Slider pin away, chased it, strike 3! Sawyer gets his 7th punch out, he strands 2, and he gets a quality start out of it as well. He is gassed, but he did his job. That was our ace in the regular season. To the 7th, it's 5-2. Renero, Physique, and Caldeep do up. Caldeep. John Renero leading off. He hit a 3-run homer last time up, giving us the lead. Just got one muscled out over the left field wall in the corner. Let's see if he does it again against Yount. Slider outside misses from Warren. Ball 1. Fastball down. Hard grounder to second. Diving Lopez to his left. Nice play. Makes the stop. 1 down. Peak Physique up next. 3 for 3 today. He's got 2 doubles and a single. He's locked in as well. Slider away. Strike call. 2-1. Nice pitch there. Chased it in the dirt. Bouncing. 0-2. Curveball up and in, chop the third. Easy play for Stiffner. 2 down. Base is empty for Howie Caldeep. 2 for 3. 2 for 3 with 2 singles and an RBI. Off-speed hitter is active. Curveball low, misses. Ball 1. Yount up over 80 pitches now on the day. Heater up and away late on the swing. 1-1. Change it down the way. Pulled down the right field line off the end of the bat. In foul territory is Fenster. Makes the catch, and that ends the inning. 1-2-3 inning for Yount in the 7th. Bottom 7, it's 5-2. Lopez, Hart, and Yount, bottom of the lineup up. Sawyer done after 6 innings. 6 hits given up, no walks. 7 strikeouts, 2 earned runs. 1 on a triple, 1 on a double. Lopez leading off over 2 today in tenths. We are going to the bullpen. All right, so basically everybody is almost fully rested, I think. All right, Goatman's fully rested. Hurlington, BH4 is fully rested. Maximo is fully rested as well. Waters is slightly under full rest. Same with RH4. So I think we go to... We don't need Goatman right now. We are in the 7th. We're going to go to BH4, the lefty out of the bullpen, as he'll take over for this inning. Probably should have double switched now that I think about it, but you know what? We do dumb things. So, if he has the bat, he has the bat. BH4 coming out of the bullpen here. He has no record, a 0 ERA and an 0.50 whip in 2 appearances in the postseason. He's thrown 2 scoreless innings, giving up a hit, 5 strikeouts, and a batting average against a 143. Again, Mr. Volatile, do it again. Four-seamer down in the dirt, ball 1. Seamer up and in, strike call, 1-1. Slider down and in, check swing low, 2-1. Change up inside, turned on by Lopez into the gap, left center. Skied though, trips there, puts it away, 1 down. Good start to the 7th. Here's Hank Hart. RBI double last time up, he's 1 for 2. Change up and away in the first pitch outside, ball 1. Seamer up and away, strike called, 1-1. Slider at the knees, fouled off late, 1-2. Four-seamer up and in, high and inside, 2-2. Change it down and away, low and outside, 3-2. Good eye from Hart. Slider up and away, fouled off, still full. Change up and in. Skied to center, he got under it, trips racing in to his left. Makes the catch, 2 down. 2 quick outs for BH4, here's Yount, 0 for 2. Pinch hitting for him, left fielder Robin Yu coming over from the Overdogs. Hitting .231 with 2 homers and 3 RBIs in the postseason. Four-seamer down on the first pitch away. Strike called at the knees, 0-1. Change up and away. Check swing. Ooh, took it just outside, 1-1. Four-seamer up and in. Jammed him foul, 1-2. Slider down and in. Whiffed on it, strike 3. First punch out for BH4. He gets through the 7th. Coming out of the bullpen, long reliever Boris Bigsworth. Okay. 3.60 ERA, 2.20 whip, and 2 strikeouts. They should be fully rested because they had a sweep last series as well. Okay, interesting choice. 5-2 to the 8th. Thomas, Nutmeg, and BH4 due up. Here's Thomas, 0-for-3 to Dan Tense. We will pinch hit for him. Looking at Bigsworth's numbers on the season, Boris is no record, a 3.60 ERA and a 2.20 whip. 2 earned runs given up in 3 appearances in the postseason, 5 innings, 9 hits given up, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts, batting average against .375. Decent numbers. Can't complain with that. Let's go ahead and pinch hit here for Thomas. We'll bring in other catcher Mackenzie Fry. Tigers righty active for the rookie, hitting .286, 4 for 14 in the postseason with 4 RBIs. Slider middle and rip to the gap right center field over the leaping Lopez's glove. That's going to be extra bases for Fry. The slow-footed catcher will get in with a leadoff pinch hit double here in the 8th. You love to see that. Good job, Rook. Next up, 8-hitter Kira Nutmeg. Doubled last time up. She's also singled 2 for 3. Heater inside misses from Boris. Ball 1. He does have consistent, though, so that'll keep his mojo from decreasing, at a slower rate. Slider up and in, 1-1. Slider middle in, rip the second over the leaping Lopez's glove. It's down in the gap. Nutmeg hangs at first. We had to freeze at second. It'll be runners at the corners. None down for the pitcher, BH4. We are not pinch hitting here. Bob only threw 15 pitches in that inning, so he's got enough in the gas for 1 more. Bob, this is your at-bat, BH4. Make me proud. Infield in. Changeup inside is fouled off, 0-1. Fastball down the middle. Hard chopper, it's through on the left side. BH4 delivers with his first career hit. 6-2. And his first career RBI as well. Give me the ball, motherfucker. Trips up next, 1 for 4 with a single. Slash is lined out his last 2 at-bats. Let's see what he does here. He's locked in. Facing it out Tense, Boris. Chase the heater up, and that's fouled out of play. 0-1. Slash, got to calm it down, buddy. You're trying to press things too much. It'll come to you. That's outside. 1-1. There you go. 1 pitch at a time. There it is. Slider at the knees. Line to left center, but that is right at McKinney. 1 down. 3rd straight line out for trips. 1 down. 1st and 2nd still for the Sawteeth. Here's Johnny Bags. 3 for 4 with 3 singles today. Clutch is still active. And there you go immediately to the bullpen again. It is reliever Huck and Duck, who's on fire in the postseason. All right. Huck and Duck, 2-0. He has a 1.50 ERA with an 0.50 whip, 1 earned run given up in 3 appearances in the postseason, 6 innings pitched, 2 hits given up, 1 walk, 3 strikeouts. Batting average against 100. He is pitching well above his ratings. Good job, Huck. Huck's only a C+. He still has Wild Thing as well, I see. All right, Huck, what do you got? Fastball high, ball 1. Decent juice, I like that. Curveball down, rip the second. It's right at Lopez, 2 down. 2 on still for Friedman. He's locked in. 1 for 4 with an infield single. Fastball up and in. Janis turns on it, drives it deep left center field. Did he get it? Sawed it off over the fence in left center. That breaks it open as Janis Friedman hits a 3-run bomb off a Huck and Duck, and that makes it 9-2. We're up by 7. Let's go. 3rd of the postseason for Janis. Here's John Renero, 1 for 4 with a 3-run homer earlier. Fastball down, driven by Renero, deep right center field. That's carrying well to the groundskeeper area. Sawed it off. Home run, back-to-back jacks here for the Sawteeth. A multi-homer game for John Renero as well. His 3rd homer of the postseason. It is 10-2 as we crack double digits. Here's peak physique, 3 for 4, 2 doubles and a single today for the first baseman. He did not get stimulated. Fastball low, ball 1. Huck and Duck down to neutral. Mojo from on fire. Curveball at the knees. 1 hopper to second. Shortstop. Star makes the play, and that ends the inning. But back-to-back home runs give us a 5 spot. Bottom 8, it's 10-2. Fenster, Stiffner, and Lavo due up. Here's Fenster, 0 for 3 today, facing BH4 as Fry remains in the game after pinch hitting at catcher. Slider up and in is dumped down the right field line. Foul, out of play, 0-1. Four-seamer down and away. Lined up the middle, base hit. That is a knock for Fenster, his first hit today. He's 1 for 4. Leadoff man on for Stiffner. 1 for 3 with a single. He's locked in. Change it down and in on the first pitch. Hard rip foul. 0-1. Four-seamer way outside. 1-1. Slider up and in. Inside. 2-1. Change it down the way. Whiffed on it outside. 2-2 to Stiffner. Four-seamer up and away. Chased it. Strike 3. Second punch effort. BH4. 1 down. Next up, Lavo. 1 for 3 with a single. Slider down and in. Chop through the middle. That's a base hit. Hard rip for Lavo. His second hit today. He's 2 for 4. 2 on, 1 down for the Heaters. Here's McKinney. 2 for 3 with RBI hero now. Tripled in a run in the first inning. He's also singled. 2 for 3. Change him up on the first pitch. Fouled off over the screen. 0-1. Slider down and in. Low. 1-1. Change him away. Line to center. Trips racing in. Slides. Nice snag slash. 2 down. Runners freeze. 2 on still for Rufo. 0 for 3.
Center fielder, number 2, Rufo.
Receiver up. Jammed him as it's skied to left. Bags there. Johnny puts it away to end the inning as BH4 puts up another 0. Bottom to the top of the 9th we go. It's still 10-2. Caldeet, Fry, Nutmeg in the pitcher slot is due up 4th. Caldeet leading off 2 for 4 today with 2 singles and an RBIs. He's going to get it started against Huck and Duck. Caldeet, heater up and in high. Ball 1. Heater up and away high. 2-0. Fastball down the middle. Ooh, just missed it. 0-1. 2-1. Heater up. Oh, ka-chunk. As that is obliterated off the top of off the facing of the second deck in left center. Sawed it off. Home run for Howie Caldeet, his 4th of the postseason, and that makes it 11-2. As that heater was just annihilated. Oh my God. Here's Mackenzie Fry, 1 for 1 with a double. 3rd homer given up by Huck and Duck on the mound. Powers righty still active. Heater down, driven foul on the left side. That'll get out of play. 0-1. Heater up, driven down the left field line. That's going to stay in play. Racing over, sliding is McKinney making the nice catch. 1 down. Next up, Kieran Nutmeg, 3 for 4 today with a double, 2 singles. Heater in there at the knees. 0-1. Heater up, lined at the middle, base hit for Kira. 1 out knock keeps the inning going here for the Sawteeth, as that'll bring the pitcher slot up. BH4 will be pinch hit for after 2 scoreless innings, striking out 2 batters. He did single on a run in his only at bat, his first career hit. Nice job, Bob. I'm going to go ahead and move to the bench. We are going to go ahead and bring in Kathy Cul-de-sac. She'll take over with the contact versus righty active, hitting .500 in the postseason with 3 RBIs. Cutter middle of the plate. Turned on by Kathy down the right field line. Did she get it? Kept it fair. Sawed it off. Home run for Kathy. As that's the 4th homer given up by Huck and Duck, as he's living up to his name of hucking and ducking. 1st of the postseason for Cul-de-sac. It is 13-2. Turned on that cutter. Here's Trips, 1 for 5 with a single. He's lined out the last 3 times at the plate. He's down to neutral mojo as Huck and Duck now tense. Cutter away, strike called, 0-1. Cutter inside, ripped by Trips to right field. That's a base hit. 2nd today, he's 2 for 6. He's locked in again. Next up, Johnny Bags, 3 for 5 today with 3 singles. Cutter away, strike called, 0-1. Slider in the dirt, ball 1. That curveball's way outside, 2-1. Fastball way, hard chopper to short, start to second 1. Lopez to first, double play, and that ends the inning. A couple more homers in the inning, though, as Cul-de-sac and Caldeet go yard. And that is a 13-2 lead now for the Sawteeth. We are going to double switch in. We're going to turn it over to Gertie Goatman as he's going to come on for Johnny Bags. Kathy Cul-de-sac will take over in left field after pinch hitting. Bottom 9, Carlton Starr leads off, 1 for 3 with a single. A specialist is active for Goatman here with his consistent trait as well. Curveball away on the first pitch line at the middle base hit. This is Goatman's first appearance of the postseason. We have yet to use him, so might as well get him in when there's a big lead. Get him some work. Here's Charlie Lopez, 0 for 3 intense. He's the only reliever yet to pitch for us, so it's only fair, right? Everyone has to make an appearance. Heater up, sky to right center. trips going over. He'll call off Caldeet. Make the catch, 1 down. Next up is Hank Hart, 1 for 3 with an RBI double earlier in the game. Specialist active again for Goatman here. Slider hangs, skied down the right field line on the first pitch. Caldeet going over into the corner, foul territory. He's there. Makes the catch against the fence, 2 down. Last chance for the Heaters here in Game 1 is going to be the pitcher slot. Pinch hitting for Huck and Duck is Hayam Colliner. Hi, Hay. How's it going? Batting 100 here in the postseason. He was a free agent to start the series as a rookie. He's currently tense. That's why he's not playing in center today. Forcing him down in the way. Strike down and in, actually. Strike called, 0-1. Goatman has thrown only 4 pitches this inning. Curl down in the way. Strike called, 0-2. Colliner was the first one to not swing at the first pitch. Slider up and in. Chased it, strike 3. First punch out for Goatman, and that slams the door here in Game 1. Sawteeth win easily on the road, 13-2, as we mashed against the bullpen. One big inning against Warren Yount rattled his confidence. They took him out, and then we roughed up their bullpen in Bigsworth and Huck and Duck. It was glorious. 13-2 is the final score in Game 1. Him hitless today for us was Tugboat Thomas. Other than that, everyone else got to batty. RBIs today, 3 for Janice Friedman on a home run. John Renero had a 3-run homer and a solo homer. Caldeet had a 2-run, I believe it was a solo homer. He also had an RBI single as well. It might have been a 2-run homer, I'm not sure. Let's see what else. Cecil Sawyer had an RBI single. BH4 had an RBI single. Kathy Caldesac had a 2-run homer as a pinch hitter. On the other side, the Heaters hitless today were Reyes Rufo, Charlie Lopez, Warren Yount, pinch hitters Robin Yu, and Hayam Colliner. RBIs today, Spitz McKinney had an RBI triple back in the first inning, and their other run came off an RBI double by Hank Hart in the 5th. Nothing else happened for them today. Cecil Sawyer goes 6 innings, quality start, he gets the victory. 6 hits given up, 2 earned runs, 7 strikeouts. He improves to 1-0 in the postseason as his season is officially done, as he will not be able to pitch the rest of the postseason. BH4, 2 scoreless innings in relief, giving up 2 hits and 2 strikeouts. And Gertie Goatman in an inning, scoreless, 1 hit given up, 1 strikeout in his postseason debut this year. On the other side, Warren Yount, 7 innings. He takes the loss, 14 hits, giving up 5 earned runs, a strikeout and a homer. He falls to 1-1. Bigsworth, a third of an inning, giving up 3 hits, 3 earned runs. All of them scored off the home run by Huck and Duck. Inning and 2/3, 6 hits given up, 5 earned runs, 4 homers off Huck and Duck. John Renero, the player of the game for his 2-homer day, followed by Janice Friedman with his 3-run homer, and Howie Caldeet with his solo homer and RBI single. Not bad. All right, we've taken Game 1. We have the advantage coming home for Game 2. It is going to be a matchup of the 3 pitchers. Dick Lucas, for us, will be on the hill through a complete game victory against the Herbivores in Game 3 of the quarterfinals against those damn Grass Eaters, his old team. And on the mound for the Heaters is going to be their number 3, Anita Bean. I believe she is in her 2nd year, I believe. I can check her player card, actually. Let's go check, because I'm actually curious. What is her story? Is she actually a rookie? Yeah, no, this is her 2nd year. She signed with the Heaters in year 1 and made 2 starts at the end of the year. So this is her 2nd season. Okay, not bad. All right. So the 32-year-old 2nd-year pitcher, Anita Bean, no record, a 7.36 ERA and a 1.91 WHIP on the mound for the Heaters. On the mound for us is Dick Lucas, coming off that complete game, 2 earned run victory. He gave up 4 total runs, 2 scored on an error. He has no 78 WHIP. Looking to go for it. Coming back home here, leading off in left field will be Kathy Caldesac against the left-hander, or right-hander. Batting 2nd, 3rd baseman Kira Nutmeg. Batting 3rd, locked-in center fielder /Trips. Batting 4th, catcher rookie Mackenzie Fry. Batting 5th, right fielder Howie Caldeet. Batting 6th, 10th DH Johnny Baggs. Batting 7th, locked-in 2nd baseman Janice Friedman. Batting 8th will be the shortstop John Renero. And batting 9th is 1st baseman Peak Physique. Let's get it on. Game 2 coming at you here in the series. Heaters lineup. Star leads off at shortstop. Rufo batting 2nd in center. Stiffner locked in at 3rd, batting 3rd. Lavo moves to the DH slot. He'll bat 4th. Hopper Fenster moves to 1st base. He's batting 5th. Robin Yu enters the lineup. He'll be in left field batting 6th. He was a pinch hitter in Game 1. Batting 7th, moving to right field, Spitz McKinney, still locked in. Batting 8th, getting the start at second base, Kimmy Smoke, the backup catcher. And batting 9th is the catcher, Hank Hart. Heaters have a chance, need to win here to extend the series. Sawteeth looking to sweep. Let's get it on. Game 2 coming at you. Star leading off. Shortstop hitting .261 in the postseason with 2 RBIs as he'll face Dick Lucas. Dick in his first start through a complete Game 2 earned run start, giving up. He has an ERA of 2 and a .078 whip. He gave up 4 runs in that start, 2 earned. Complete game, 9 innings, 1 homer given up, 4 strikeouts, 7 hits, and batting average against a .212. Gets ahead active on the first pitch here from Lucas. Here down the middle, fouled off late, 0-1. We're underway in Game 2. Ball down, in the dirt, 1-1. Change it down the way. Line to center field, trips racing in, slides, can't get there, it's a base hit. Leadoff man on and Star here in the first. Here is Ray's Rufo hitting .320 with 3 RBIs in the postseason. High pitch active here. Ball down and in on the first pitch, fouled off by Rufo, 0-1. Forcing him down in the way in the dirt, 1-1. Slider down and in. Chase grounded to short, slow roller. Venero charges, flips to second, 1. Friedman to first. Double play, you love to see it. Base is empty for locked-in Theodore Stiffner, the third baseman, hitting .200 in the postseason with a homer. 3 RBIs, coming off a 2-hit day in Game 1. Slider up and away in the first pitch. Stiffner fouls it back over the screen, 0-1. Work ball down and in, almost kneecaps him in the dirt, 1-1. Forcing him down and away, fouled off, 1-2. Change up and in. Chased it, strike 3. First punch out for Lucas today, and that's a 1-2-3 first inning after the double play ball. Bottom 1, cul-de-sac, nutmeg and trips due up against second-year pitcher Anita Bean, the left-hander, right-hander. Cul-de-sac leading off, left fielder pinch hit in Game 1 of the series and hit a 2-run homer. Hitting .529 with a homer, 5 RBIs. Contact versus righty active against Anita Bean, the 32-year-old. Right-hander making her second start of the postseason. No record, a .736 ERA and a .191 whip. 3 earned runs given up in 3 2/3 innings. Damn, that's a bad start. 6 hits given up, 1 walk, 5 strikeouts. Batting average against .353. So this would have been the deciding game against the Nemesis back in Series 1. Interesting. Okay. Let's get it on. First pitch heater in there at the letters, 0-1. Heater up and away, way high, 1-1. Heater middle in, dump by cul-de-sac to center, but that hangs up for Rufo, 1 down. Next up, Kira Nutmeg, the third baseman, had 3 hits last game, hitting .519, 3 RBIs in the postseason. Curveball in there at the knees, 0-1. Heater inside, broken back grounder to second. Smoke makes the play, 2 down. Base is empty for slash trips. Center fielder went 2 for 6 in the first game. He's locked in, hitting .562 with 2 homers, 6 RBIs in the postseason. Curveball up and in, inside and high, ball 1. Slider up and away, trips goes with it, lines at the left field hard, but right at Ryu, and that is 1-2-3 inning. To the second, we're scoreless. Lavo, Fenster, and Yu do up against Dick Lucas. There's Mantonio Lavo, the DH, batting 4th, hitting .333 in the postseason. 2 hits in the first game for Mantonio. Work ball down in the way in the first pitch. Check swing strike call, 0-1. Forcing him away. Driven down the left field line, hit pretty well into the corner, and it is gone. Fireball coming at you as Lavo keeps it inside the foul pole for his first homer and first RBI of the postseason. Heaters take a 1-0 lead in the second. All right, Lavo, I see you. Here's Hopper Fenster moving to first base today. He was in right field in Game 1. Hitting .353 with a homer, 3 RBIs. He had only 1 hit in that contest. Curveball hangs on the first pitch. Fenster pops at the second. Friedman in. Calling for it. Makes the catch. 1 down. Next up, Robin Yu, left fielder, pinch hit in Game 1, and he flew out. Hitting .214 with 2 homers, 3 RBIs in the postseason. Forcing him up and away in the first pitch. Fouled off. 0-1. Change up away. Line to left center field. Trips racing over. Runs it down in the gap. 2 down. Base is empty for Spitz McKinney. Right fielder's locked in. He had 2 hits in game 1, tripling in a run. Hitting .455 with 3 RBIs. Change of middle in. Way inside. Ball 1. Slider at the knees. Fouled off into the screen. 1-1. Four-seamer away. Sky to right center field. Trips going over. He'll call off Caldete. And that's going to end the inning here, but Antonio Levo leads it off with a solo homer, hooking it inside the left field foul pole. 1-0 to the bottom of the second. Fry called Eaton Bags to up against Anita Bean, who only threw 7 pitches in the first inning. Rookie Mackenzie Fry leading off. Catcher hitting .312 in the postseason with 4 RBIs. Powers right-hander active, though. Heater up and in with late, 0-1. Curveball down in the way, line at the middle, base hit for Fry, her first hit today. First hit today for the Sawteeth. Lead off woman on in the second. Howie Caldete up next, right fielder with off-speed hitter active. Hitting .379 with 4 homers, 9 RBIs. He had a homer last game. Slider up and away, strike called, 0-1. Nice pitch there from Bean. Slider inside, jammed him, dumped to left center field. That is going to be down for a base hit, though. It's a single for Caldete. 2 on, none down to start the inning. Here's DH Johnny Bags, who's tense. 2 hits in the first game for Johnny, hitting .433, 4 RBIs in the postseason. Still a clutch is active as well here for Johnny. Slider right down the middle, should have swung at it, 0-1. Two-seamer down in the way, driven by Johnny to the gap, left center field. Going over for it is going to be you for the first out of the inning. Runners will hold. Janice Friedman up next. He's locked in. Second baseman at a 3-run homer in the first game, hitting .571, 3 homers and 6 RBIs. Curveball is low in below the knees. Ball 1. Check swing away on the curveball outside. 2-0. Good hold by Janice. Two-seamer up and away, chopped in the hole past the diving Smoke into right field. That's a base hit. Runner draws the throw and holds. Bases loaded, 1 down. Here's John Renero at a 3-run homer in the first game and a solo homer later, hitting .370 with 3 homers, 12 RBIs. Can John deliver again? Bases loaded. Dribble up, line to short, 1 hopper to Star. That's going to be a double play. That ends the inning. Strand, the bases loaded to the third. It's 1-0. Smoke, Hart, and Star do up. Kimmy Smoke leading off. Second baseman making her first appearance in the series, hitting .143 in the postseason. She's normally the backup catcher, but she has upgraded her backup position to be able to play the entire infield. Good for her. Heater away, fouled off, 0-1. She's playing at second base today for Charlie Lopez. Slider inside, dumped down the left field line. Foul, out of play, 0-2. Change it down the way. Chased outside, nubbed foul. Still 0-2. Curveball down and in. Check swing inside, 1-2. Four-seamer middle in. Chased at strike 3. Second punch out for Lucas, 1 down. Hank Hart up next. Catcher doubled in a run in the first game, hitting .227, 3 RBIs in the postseason. First pitch slider at the knees. Fouled off late, 0-1. Work ball down in the way. Chased it in the dirt, 0-2. Four-seamer up and in. High, 1-2. Good take. Change up and away. Hart fouls it off. Out in front of it, 1-2. Curveball down and in. Chased it inside, strike 3. Third punch out for Lucas, 2 down. Back-to-back Ks to start the inning. Here's Carlton Starr, top of the lineup, 1-for-1 with a single today. Then he was erased on a double play ground out. Change up away in the first pitch at the knees. Fouled back into the screen, 0-1. Slider middle in. Chased it inside, 0-2. Forcing up and away. Chased it, strike 3. Lucas strikes out the side here in the third. Bottom 3, it's 1-0. Lucas up to 4 strikeouts now. Physique, cul-de-sac, and nutmeg do up. Peak Physique leading off. First baseman in the 9 slot today, hitting .333. 2 homers, 5 RBIs as he looks to start a rally against Anita Bean. Curveball up and away, caught the letters, 0-1. Nice pitch. Heater up and in, jammed him late, 0-2. Two-seamer up and in. Turned on by Physique. Cracked deep left center field. Did he get it? Sawed it off. Home run for Peak Physique as he gives us on the board here. Third homer of the postseason. We're tied at 1 as he turned on a high two-seamer. Nice job, Peak. That's on a contact swing, no less. Caught a sack up next, 0 for 1 today with the flyout. Curveball away, skied off the end of the bat to right center. This should be an easy play for Rufo, 1 down. Next up, Kieran Nutmeg, 0 for 1. Heater up and in, inside, ball 1. Heater up and in, strike call, 1-1. Curveball down on the way, line is short, right at Star, 2 down. Base is empty for slash trips, 0 for 1 today. That ball hitter still active, he's no longer locked in. Flew out his first time up to left. Slider low, ball 1. Curveball up, chased up the middle, base hit. Liner for trips gets through, his first today, he's 1 for 2. Keeps eating alive with 2 down here in the third. He's locked in again. Here's Mackenzie Fry. 1 for 1 with a single today. Two-seamer up, taken high by Fry, ball 1. Fry singled her first time up. Curveball in there at the letters, 1-1. Check swing low on the slider, outside, 2-1. Slider up and away, line is short, right at Star, and that ends the inning. Peak Physique gets around on a high two-seamer, though, as he ties the game with his 3rd homer of the postseason. 1-1 to the 4th. Rufo, Stiffner, and Lavo due up. Here's Ray's Rufo, 0 for 1 today. Luke is now locked in after striking out the side last inning. Forkball away is chased and fouled off out of play, 0-1. Force him down and in, chased, fouled off, 0-2. Slider down in the way, fouled off, 1-0-2, still the count. Change it down and in, chased at strike 3, 4th punch out, 5th punch out for Lucas, 4th in a row. 1 down, here's Stiffner, 0 for 1. How many strikeouts did he have in his first start? He had 4, right? Yeah, okay, so he is at 5 today already. Curveball down on the first pitch, low, ball 1. Change up and in, whiffed on it, 1-1. Slider down and in, chased it inside, 1-2. Forkball down and away, chased and fouled off, still 1-2. Four-seamer up and away, fouled off late, 1-2. Slider up and in, fouled off, still 1-2. Curveball down and in, check swing low, 2-2. 2-2 pitch coming, change it down and away, chased it outside strike 3, 5th straight punch out for Dick Lucas. 6 on the day, 2 down. Here's Lavo, solo homer his first time up, he's 1 for 1. Four-seamer up and in, inside, check swing, ball 1. Curveball middle in, ripped to right field on the line, that ends the strikeout streak, but it's right at Caldeet to end the inning. Another 1-2-3 inning for Dick Lucas, bottom 4, it's 1-1. Caldeet, Bags, and Friedman due up. Howie Caldeet, 1 for 1 with a single, that was raced on a double play ground out. Slider away, fouled off, out of play, 0-1. Curveball middle in, line back up the middle, Caldeet got to it, and that's his 2nd hit. He's 2 for 2 with 2 singles. Leadoff man on in the 4th for the Sawteeth. Next up, Johnny Bags, grounded into a double play his first time up. He's 0 for 1, intense. Clutch still active for Johnny here. Four-seamer up, strike called, 0-1. Heater inside, strike called, 0-2. Curveball down and then ripped to right field. Diving Kimmy Smoke to rob him of a base hit. Nice job. 1 down. Next up, Janice Friedman, 1 for 1 with a single. Fastball middle in, jammed it out to right field, hit pretty well. Back at the wall, though, is McKinney, 2 down. Caldeet still at first after the leadoff single with 2 down in the inning. Here's John Renero for 1. John grounded into a double play last time up as well. Fastball outside, misses, ball 1. Two-seamer down in the way, driven by John, deep to right center field. That's got some carry to it, heading to the gap, diving McKinney, off his glove, but he knocked it up to Rufo. It's a combined out as Rufo there to back him up. That ends the inning in style, and that's a great play. I've never seen that before. Great teamwork out there. McKinney laid out for it and knocked off his glove into the air, and Rufo picks it up with his glove. To the 5th, we're still tied at 1. Fenster leading off 0 for 1. Even down in the way, hitting the hole to second. That's a base hit. Leadoff man on in the 5th here for the Heaters is Fenster on. Next up was the 6th hitter. It's Robin Yu, 0 for 1. What about the knees on the first pitch? Runner goes. Strike called. Throw down by Fry. No chance. Easy steal for Fenster. Hopper's first successful steal of the postseason. He's 1 for 2. 0-1 the count to Yu. Slide up and away. Outside. 1-1. Forcing him down. Grounder in the left field. That's a base hit. Runner holds at 3rd. Runners at the corners. None down here in the 5th. Next up, Spitz McKinney, 0 for 1 with RBI hero. He's locked in again. Change it down and there on the first pitch. Chased and chopped foul. 0-1. Receiver up and away. Chased, popped foul. That'll get out of play over the Sawteeth dugout. 0-2. Slider down in the way. Chopped foul. We'll do it again. Still 0-2. Curveball down and in. Low and inside. 1-1. 1-2. Curveball down in the way. Grounded to short up the middle. Renero over. Under his glove into center. That's going to be an RBI single for McKinney. 2-1. Heaters break the tie in the 5th. Thought John could get there. He just didn't have the range. Give me Smoke up next. 0 for 1. Forcing up and in on the first pitch. High. Ball 1. Ball down in the dirt, 2-0. Work ball inside, misses, 3-0. Dick behind. Changeup hangs, popped it up. She skies it to right center. Infield fly called as Friedman under it. Puts it away, 1 down. First and second still with 1 down here for the Heaters. Here's Hank Hart, 0 for 1. Change up inside, lined up the middle on the ground. That's a base hit as Hart delivers a knock. Bases are loaded here with 1 down. Good throw from Trips. Here's Starr. Carlton 1 for 2 with a single earlier in the game. Ball middle in on the first pitch hangs, and that's going to be into the right field for another base hit. First, second runner's going to hold. Bases remain loaded. It's 3-1 as that's 2 in here in the inning. Next up is Rufo, 0 for 2.
Number 2, Race Rufo.
Forkball down in the way in the first pitch in the dirt. Ball 1. Receiver down. Check swing low, 2-0. Change it down. Low again, 3-0. Receiver down and in. Strike called, 3-1. Slider away, strike called, full count. Ball at the knees, line at the middle, another base hit. That's going to get at least 1 in. Trips got to it. That'll hold the second runner. Bases still loaded. It's 4-1. 3 home in the inning for the Heaters. Still 1 out for Stiffner, 0 for 2. Dick Lucas now tense. Forcing away in the first pitch. Fouled off, 0-1. Ball down and in. Check swing, strike called, 0-2. Work ball down in the dirt. Low, 1-2. Slider down in the way. 1 hopper to first. Physique to second. 1. Renero to the pitcher. Double play. You love to see it. That got Lucas out of the jam, but he did give up 3 runs. 4-1 to the bottom of the 5th. Physique called a sack and nutmeg due up as they just kept playing station to station ball around the horn. Nothing we could do about it. Peak Physique leading off with a homer his first time up. He's 1 for 1. Trying to get something started against Bean in the 5th. Got to answer. Ball away is outside. Ball 1. Heater in there at the letters, 1-1. Slider hangs, and Physique's got one deep right center field. That's not a ka-chunk, but he still saws it off up this halfway up the stands in right center. Second homer of the game for Peak Physique, as that is another solo shot. 4th of the year here in the postseason. It is 4-2. We cut the lead in half. We'll cut the lead by a third. We're now half behind. Here's cul-de-sac, 0 for 2. Flew out last time up. Curveball up is high. Ball 1. Two-seamer away. Grounded to short. Right at Star. 1 down. Cul-de-sac 0 for 3. Here's a nutmeg 0 for 2 today as well. Heater way outside. Ball 1. Two-seamer down in the way. Nutmeg drives it to the gap. Left center field. That might hang up too much as Yu does run it down. 2 outs. Base is empty for trips. Bad ball hitter. Rally starter active. He's locked in. 1 for 2 with a single. Curveball up is high. Ball 1. Heater inside misses. 2-0 to Slash. Trying to be the spark plug. Chased it outside. Knocked back to Bean, who knocks it down with her glove. Fires the first in time to end the inning. Of course. To the 6th. It's 4-2. Lavo, Fenster, and Yu do up, but Physique hits his 2nd homer of the game. Lavo, Fenster, and Yu do up. Lavo 1 for 2 today with a solo homer earlier. Line out to right last time up. Curveball down and in is low. Ball 1. Four-seamer down in the way. Strike call. 1-1. Change up and in. High and inside. Almost hit him as he ducks away. 2-1. Slider middle in. Skied to center. Hit decently well, but trips his back. He's there for it and puts it away. 1 down. Fenster up next. 1 for 2 with a single last time up. He also scored a run. Ball away. Grounded in a hold of second. Friedman dives out of his reach. Base hit. Another hit for Fenster. He's 2 for 3. He also stole a base last time on the base paths. Here's Yu. 1 for 2 with a single. Four-seamer up and away in the first pitch. Strike called. 0-1. Pick off to first. Nothing doing. Work ball inside. Line to center. Trips racing in. Won't get there as it sinks in for a hit. Back-to-back singles with 1 down in the 6th for the Heaters, trying to keep it going. Here's McKinney. RBI knock last time up. He's 1 for 2. Ball down in the way. Low in the dirt. Ball 1. Super down and in. Chopped up the middle. Renero dives out of his reach. Another base hit. Trips loads up and fires. Perfect throw. It is late. RBI single for McKinney. His 2nd today. It's 5-2. Kimmy Smoke up next 0 for 2 today. Dick Lucas done here after 5 1/3. Gives up 11 hits. No walks. Strikes out 6 batters. But he just got hit in these middle innings. And, offense just isn't there for him today. Coming out of the bullpen, we are going to go to RH4, the right-hander out of the bullpen, is the other twin brothers coming out. No record, a 9 ERA and a 250 whip in the postseason. 2 earned runs in his 1 appearance given up, 2 innings, 4 hits, 1 walk, 1 strikeout. Batting average against 400 as he tries to limit the damage here. 1 run is already home. Receiver away on the first pitch, chased by Smoke, going 1. She popped out into a sac infield fly last time up. Slider middle in, turned on and belted down the line. That had the distance, but she's out in front of it. 0-2. Curveball down in the dirt, taken low. 1-2. Where's he up and in? Jammed her foul. 1-2. Slider down and in. Chopped hard to third. Nutmeg dives, keeps it in front of her. Fires the first. Late infield single. Everybody's safe. 1 down. Bases juice for Hank Hart. Singled last time up. 1 for 2. Can Hank break it open? Big spot for RH4. Can he get it done? Ball down and in. Line to right field. That's a base hit. 1 run in. Bases loaded still. 6-2 the score. 1 down for Star. 2 for 3 with 2 singles. Zoomer down. Check swing strike. 1-1. Slider away. Outside. 1-1. Heater up and in. Check swing inside. 2-1. RH4 now tense. Curveball up and in. Strike called. 2-2. Zoomer down in the way. Low. 3-2. Good eye. Base is still loaded. Slider hangs. Late on the swing. Full count. Curveball down and in. Chop to second. Slow roller. Friedman flips to second. 1. Renero to first. Double play. You love to see it as that ends the inning. The 2 more in as Lucas gets knocked out. 6-2 to the bottom of the 6th. Fry, Caldeet, and Bags do up as Bean is cruising. Kenzie Fry up 1 for 2 with a single. Trying to start something here in the 6th inning against Bean. Curveball up and away. Strike called. 0-1. Heater up, lined at the middle, base hit for Fry. Into the gap it goes, all the way to the deepest part of the park in front of the Heaters bullpen. It's going to be a leadoff double for the rookie Fry as she's on here in the 6th. Second hit for Mackenzie. She's 2 for 3. Caldeet up next, 2 for 2 with 2 singles, trying to claw us back into it. Two-seamer up and away, driven by Howie. Deep left center field, carrying well. Runs down, though, for Rufo for the first out as we'll hold at second. That's a good throw. Johnny Bags up next, 0 for 2 intense, trying to break out of the slump. Two-seamer up and in is high. Ball 1 from Bean. Four-seamer away, misses. 2-0. Curveball down and away, chased below the knees, fouled off. 2-1. Fastball down and in, grounded hard to first, right at Fenster. He'll take it himself. 2 down. Fry to third on the play. We need to get a run home, guys. Here's Friedman, 1 for 2 with a single. He's locked in. Got to put something up here. Heater up and away outside. Ball 1. Slider low. 2-0. Good hitters count for Janice. Fastball down and in, line at the middle. Base hit. Friedman got it past Starr into center. RBI single at 6-3. All right, that's a start. Good job, Janice. Here's John Renero, 0 for 2 today. Trying to extend the inning for Physique, who is on deck. Heater away is outside. Ball 1. Fastball down the way. Line to right field. Base hit for John. He'll do just that. Inning extended with 2 down. 2 on for Peak Physique, who has homered twice today. He is locked in. Can Peak deliver one more time? Come on, Physique. This is your moment. Your season has been nothing but struggles, trials, and turbulation. As you've made it to this point, you've already homered twice. A third one, I might be asking too much. But if you get a third one here, this is the greatest comeback story of this entire season. Come on, Peak. Let's go for it. Curveball up and in. That's a strike. 0-1. Didn't like it. Curveball down in the way. Didn't like that either. Right at the shortstop to end the inning, of course. Damn it. But at least we got one. 6-3 to the 7th. Rufo, Stiffner, and Lavo do up. There's Rufo, 1 for 3 with an RBI single today. Forcing me down and away in the first pitch. Chased at 0-1. Curveball middle in. Check swing strike. 0-2. Slider down and in. Low. 1-2. Forcing me down and away. Chased and fouled back. Still 1-2. Curveball down and away. Chased it. Poked over first. Leaping Physique out of his reach. Foul ball. 1-2. Slider down and in. Low into there. Good block by Fry. 2-2. Four-seamer middle in. Chased it. Strike 3. Punch out for RH4. His first. 1 down. Here's Stiffner. 0 for 3. Curveball middle in on the first pitch. Inside on the check. Ball 1. Four-seamer away. Outside. 2-0. Nowhere near the zone. Slider away. Stiffner pops it up foul. Fry there. Calling for it. Puts it away for the second out. Here's Lavo, 1 for 3 with a solo homer today. Four-seamer up and away. Strike called. 0-1. Slider up and in. Check swing inside. Good hold. 1-1. Curveball down and in. Low. 2-1. Four-seamer down and away. Chop to short. Renero high hops it to him. He'll field and fire. 1-2-3 inning for RH4 in the 7th. Bottom 7 at 6-3. Cul-de-sac, nutmeg, and trips due up against Bean. Here's Cul-de-sac, 0 for 3 today. Contact for his righty active still. Looking for her first hit of the game off Anita Bean. Bean only at 62 pitches here in the 7th. She's looking good stamina-wise. Slider way high on the first pitch. Ball 1. Fastball low. 2-0 to Kathy. Two-seamer up and away. Skied to right center. Got under it. Rufo makes the catch. 1 down. Here's Nutmeg, 0 for 3 today. Here also struggling today. Heater in the dirt. Ball 1. Slider at the knees. Line to left field. That will get into the sliding glove of Robin Yu. Bastard. 2 down. Here's trips. 1 through the single. Bad ball hitter and rally starter active. Curveball up. Strike called at the letters. 0-1. Two-seam up and in. And Bean gets cracked right in the skull. Infield single for trips. Oh, that was bad to watch. You hear that ricochet up here in the booth. There's Fry, 2 for 3 with a double last time up. She's also singled and scored a run. And Bean is done as that thankfully didn't catch her in the skull. She got her wrist up in time to deflect it, but she has to come out for lefty hander Ospecialo, who has lost his specialist trait and now only has the max debuff surrounded. Oof. Did not see Ospecialo in game 1. No record, a 0 ERA and a 150 whip. He has the lowest ERA in the bullpen so far. He's only had 1 appearance, though. 2/3 of an inning, giving up a hit. Batting average against, 333. Let's see what he does against Fry. Okay. First pitch, curveball down low, ball 1. Chased the slider outside, fouled off, 1-1. Out in front of the curveball, 1-2. I've got to slow it down. Fastball inside, dumped to right, over the leaping glove of Smoke. That's a base hit. 3rd hit today for Fry. She's 3 for 4. 2 on, 2 down for Caldede. He represents the tying run. 2 for 3 with 2 singles today. Surrounded, activated for Ospecialo. Slider bounces in the dirt badly. Ball 1. Slider up and in. That's a strike. 1-1. Got to slow it down. Curveball at the knees, chopped to second. Smoke to first, that ends the inning. That was below the knees, I should have taken it. We get nothing to the 8th. 6-3 the score. Fenster, Yu, and McKinney do up as Bean gets a quality start despite getting a line drive to the wrist. There's Fenster, 2 for 3 today with 2 singles. I'll let RH4 start the inning. We'll see how it goes. Curveball down in the way, strike called, 0-1. Four-seamer up and in, inside, 1-1. Four-seamer down and in, way inside, 2-1, backs him away. Slider down in the way, low and outside, 3-1. Curveball inside, rip to the left, that's a leadoff single. Fenster's 3rd hit today. Leadoff man on, none down. Here's Yu, 2 for 3 with 2 singles. That'll do it for RH4 as we're going to pull him quickly. We're going to go ahead and turn it over to the rookie Everett Waters, the lefty, as he'll come out of the bullpen. Waters, no record, a 9 ERA and a 160 whip, 5 earned runs in 2 appearances, 5 innings pitched, 4 homers given up, 3 strikeouts, 8 hits, batting average against 348. Come on, Waters. Cutter up and away on the first pitch. Pop foul. That'll be over the screen. 0-1. Four-seamer inside. Whiffed on it by Yu. 0-2. Well, down the way. Chased on the hit and run, and that's going to be a base hit to right. Oh, he's digging for third. Here's the throw from Caldede. In! What do you mean he's safe? I think he was out, sir. Check your eyes. Now McKinney up 2 for 3 with 2 RBI singles today. RBI hero active again, and he's still locked in. Great. First pitch curveball down in the dirt from Waters. Ball 1. Cutter down in the way. Chopped hard to third. Runner's coming home. Nubeg had it. And the throwback is late. Held it too long. Fucker. Base is loaded. None down for Smoke. 1 for 3 with a single. Max pressure as well. Yay. Curveball down in the way. Low and outside. Ball 1. Heater inside. Check. 2-0. Cutter up and away. Check swing strike. 2-1. Down and in. Low and inside. Off the glove. Runners hold. 3-1. Four-seamer middle in. Smoke nubbles it to third. Nebig fires home. Gets a lead runner. Fry to first. Late. Fielder's choice. Base is still loaded for Hart. 2 for 3 with 2 singles. Infield now double play depth and not all the way in. Change it down and in on the first pitch. Low. Ball 1. No call. Cutter up. Line to left center. Cul-de-sac racing over. Lays out off the glove. And that's going to break it open. 2 runner in. 3rd runner coming around as well. Renero's throw is in the dirt. It is a 3-run double for Hart. It is 9-3 in the 8th. Guess we'll see you in Game 3, folks, because heaven forbid we sweep. Star 2 for 4 with 2 singles. That means it's going to be a marquee pitching matchup of Elmo Slayer versus Ace Von Asen. Curveball down in the dirt. 1-1. Water is now tense. Change up inside. Misses. 2-1. Cutter up and in. Dump to left center. Cul-de-sac racing over. Makes catch for the second out. 2 down now in the 8th. Hart still at second for Rufo. 1 for 4 with an RBI single. Four-seamer away. Strike called. 0-1. Change it down and in. Low and inside. 1-1. Cutter away. Whiffed on it late. 1-2. Ball down. Line to center. Another base hit. Second hit for Rufo. He's 2 for 5. Runners on the corners. 2 down for Stiffner. He's 0 for 4. Fastball up is nowhere near the zone. Ball 1. Ball down in the way. Stiffner grounds it hard to third. Right at nutmeg. She'll go to first. That finally ends the inning. 3 home on the double by Hart. 9-3 to the bottom of the 8th. Bags, Friedman, and Renero do up. So Specialo pitching for the save. Here's Bags, 0 for 3 intense. Coming in out of the bench is Maggie Rags, as she'll sub in for Stiffner at third, improving the defense. No longer needing his bat as they have a 6-run lead. Slider down and in on the first pitch from Specialo, 0-1. Curveball down, dumped back to Specialo, who picks it out of the air. Come on, game. Friedman up next, 2 for 3, 2 singles, RBI. He's locked in. Meter low, ball 1. It's already insult to injury. Why did he need to catch that too? Slider way outside, 2-0. Out in front of the curveball, of course, 2-1. Slider down, line to center. Guess what? Right at a fucker in center field. Kiss my ass, game. Renero up next, 1 for 3 with a single. Curveball up is high, ball 1. Slider at the knees, turned on. Guess what? It's foul. 1-1. Slider up, hit through the middle, base hit. Look at that, a hit. Why couldn't we get that last inning to get runs in, huh? Here's Physique, 2 for 3, 2 solo homers, and a line out to shortstop. Not stimulated either. Slider away, driven deep to right center field by Physique. That's got some carry to it, heading for the wall. And McKinney dives and just makes a masterful catch as he slams his face into the fence. Fuck you too, game. Fuck you too. To the 9th, it's 9-3. Leyva 1-4 with a solo homer. Waters is going to pitch this out because I'm not wasting another arm. That's dumped to right center. That's extra bases for Leyva. His fat ass is going to probably get a double out of this. Nope, just a single. I'm depressed now. Here's Fenster, 3 for 4 with 3 singles. We have to play game 3, which I didn't want. It's a bunch of aces. Change up inside to Fenster, ball 1. Heater down, check swing low, 2-0. Cutter up and in. Line down the left field line into the corner. That is a fair ball. Extra bases for Fenster. His 4th hit today. He's 4 for 5. Second and third, nobody out. There's Robin Yu, 3 for 4, 3 singles. I'm going to the bullpen. I don't care. Here's Gertie Goatman, the long reliever. Go get him, Goatman. Gave up 1 hit in the 9th inning of last game as he gets the first batter to pop up on 1 pitch to nutmeg. 1 down. Next up, McKinney, 2 for 4, 2 RBI singles today. Throw ball away outside, ball 1. Puts him down and in off the glove of Fry. Run is going to score on the wild pitch. It's 10-3. Thanks, guys. Thanks. Just couldn't keep it to 6, could you little fuckers? Now you just had to, go ahead and not try. That's low, 3-1, and we might as well walk this bastard. Yeah, let's walk him. He's got RBI hero. I'm not messing with him. 2 on at the corners, 1 down for Smoke, 1 for 4 with a single. Lost her volatile trade at some point. Ball down and in, low, ball 1. Pushing me down in the way, chop back to the mound. Goatman to second, 1. Friedman to first. There's the double play. We finally got it. Bottom 9, it's 10-3. Cul-de-sac, nutmeg, and trips do up as they get another run on the wild pitch. Let's get to game 3. Maybe we can rally. Who knows? It's not over yet, but I'm still really pissed. Cul-de-sac 0 for 4 today, starting against So Specialo. Slider in there for a strike, 0-1. Heater up, strike called, 0-2. Fastball up and in, skied to right field, and she's going to go hitless. Right to McKinney, 1 down, 2 more outs. Come on, guys. Here's Nutmeg, 0 for 4. I'm pinch hitting for her. Going to go to Goose Caboosler. Hitless, 0 for 1 in the postseason as a pinch hitter. Curveball hangs, he's out in front, 0-1. Slider up and in, chopped at the middle. Diving a star to cut it off, that's an out. 2 down, last chance for us is trips. 2 for 4, 2 singles, he's locked in. Come on, Slash, give me something. Slider in there at the knees, 0-1. That curveball's outside in the dirt, 1-1. Curveball down, trips skies it off the end of the bat, though, to left center. This will be a 1-2-3 ninth inning for Ospecialo. He's going to get the 7-out save as he gets through and slams the door. Sawteeth lose Game 2, 10-3, setting up a winner-take-all Game 3. Slayer versus Von Asen. That's what all the fans wanted. Except me, because I wanted to go to bed, you fuckers. Here's the batting stats. I don't give a shit. And there's the pitching stats for anyone who cares. Peak physique, player of the game with the 2 homers. Hank Hart, the bases clearing double to put it away. Hopper Fenster, just being a cunt at the top of the lineup. Yay for Game 3. Not like I needed a 2-hour stream or anything. Heck, nobody's even watching, so it doesn't matter. The only people who, no one watches this live, it's always later. I just do this for the catharsism. Alright, Game 3 matchup. Winner take all. Ace Von Asen versus Elmo Slayer. Von Asen 2-0, 3 ERA and a 1.67 whip. Elmo 0-1, 4 ERA and a 1.56 whip. We're on the road as well. We don't have home field advantage. Lineup, Trips in center leads off. Bags tense in left field, batting second. Friedman batting third at second, locked in. Renero batting fourth at shortstop. Physique batting fifth at first base. Caldeaton right batting sixth. Thomas batting seventh at catcher. Nutmeg batting eighth at third. And Von Asen on the mound batting 9. Here we go again. Lineup for the Heaters. Lopez leading off at second. Fenster at first locked in. Stiffner at third. McKinney in left locked in. Hayam Colliner getting his first start. He's in right field. Ray's Rufo in center again, batting 6th. Star batting 7th at shortstop. Hart batting 8th at catcher. And Elmo Slayer is on the mound, batting number 9. Final game of the regular season for both teams. Winner takes the championship tonight. Who gets it done?
Welcome to Game 3 of the League Championship. Get your mitt ready and your cheering hat on. It's time to play ball.
Here we go. Trips, Bags, and Friedman do up first. Slash hitting .541 with 2 homers, 6 RBIs against Elmo Slayer. Slayer in the postseason, he is 0-1, a 4 ERA and a 1.56 whip. 4 earned runs given up, 2 starts, 9 innings pitched, 12 hits given up, 1 homer, 9 strikeouts, 2 walks, batting average against .316. Bit of a down postseason for Slayer. He hasn't even averaged more than 5 innings to start. Interesting. How's he going to start against us as Trips no longer locked in here in the series? Curveball in there at the knees, 0-1. Heater up late on at 0-2. Missed it. Okay, Collector active. Max boost. Heater inside. Jammed him to right center, but that is a base hit for Trips. So that is down for a leadoff knock. So Trips on here to start the first, and that is going to bring up Johnny Bags, who's tense. Left fielder went hitless last game in the DH role. Hitting .382 with 4 RBIs. Clutch active for Johnny. Pitch out, nothing doing. Curveball middle in, jammed into right center, right at Lopez, though. 1 down. Friedman up next. He's locked in. Second baseman hitting .562 with 3 homers, 7 RBIs in the postseason. Pick off to first, back safely as Trips. Heater down in the way, strike called, 0-1. Runner goes, heater up, strike called, throw down by Hart. In time to get Trips. Seriously? I had the break and everything. Fuck you, game. 2 down. Base is empty. K Collector active. Curveball down, line to left center, sinking quickly but racing over McKinney. 1-2-3 inning for Elmo Slayer. Bottom one, Lopez, Fenster, and Stiffner due up. Yay. Here's Charlie Lopez. Second baseman sat out game 2. He went hitless in game 1, hitting 125 with an RBI in the postseason. Ace Von Asen. 2-0 with a 3 ERA and a 1.67 whip. 4 earned runs given up in 2 starts. 12 innings pitched, 18 hits surrendered, 2 homers, 11 strikeouts, 2 walks, and a batting average against of 340. Forcing down and in on the first pitch, driven by Lopez deep to center field, hit pretty well. Trips tracking it, gets there for the first out. Good hustle. Hopper Fenster up next. First baseman's locked in. He went 4 for 5 last game, hitting 455 with a homer and 3 RBIs. Curveball down in the way in the first pitch, fouled back, going 1. Here inside, jammed him to left center. Trips racing over, gets there for the second out. Next up, Stiffner, third baseman, hitting 160 with a homer, 3 RBIs. Slider down and in on the first pitch. Chase chopped to short. Renero over, fields it cleanly. 1-2-3 inning for AVA. To the second, it's scoreless. Renero, Physique, and Kyle Deet due up. Here's John Renero, shortstop, hitting 387, 3 homers, 12 RBIs. Chased it down and in on the heater, 0-1. Change up away or screwball, I don't know what it was. Popped foul. Over for it is the left fielder McKinney, but he couldn't get there, 0-2. I think it was a changeup. Okay, collector active for John, or Slayer. Forkball down and in, chopped to short. Under the glove of Starr, that's a base hit. Uncharacteristically unenthusiastic play from Carlton. Leadoff man on in the second with our first hit. Here's Peak Physique. First baseman hitting 355, 4 homers, 7 RBIs. He had 2 homers in game 2 and 1 homer in game 1. First pitch curveball up and away. Strike called from Slayer, 0-1. Change up and away. Line to second, right at Lopez. 1 down. Howie Caldeed up next. Right fielder hitting 394, 4 homers, 9 RBIs on the year. Off-speed hitter active. Slider up and in is high. Good take. Ball 1. Slider up. Line down the left field line is how he goes with it, but he's late. 1-1. Slider middle in. Popped it up to first. Fenster there in. Towing the fair line. Makes the catch. 2 down. Base is empty for catcher Tugboat Thomas, hitting 364 with a homer and an RBI in the postseason. Fastball down and in. Line to right center, sinking quickly. Rufo gets there, though, and that ends the inning as we strand the leadoff base runner. Bottom 2, it's scoreless. McKinney, Colliner, and Rufo due up. Left fielder Spitz McKinney leading off is locked in, hitting 462 with 5 RBIs in the postseason. He's locked in. First pitch changeup up, foul back, 0-1. Pitching the middle in. Line to right, that's a base hit. Leadoff single for McKinney here in the second. Heaters start the inning with a base runner. Here is Hayam Colliner, right fielder, pinch hit in game 1. He popped out to end the game, and then he did not play in game 2. He's hitting 091 in the postseason, playing right field today. Curveball away, strike called, 0-1. Slider down and in. Colliner rips it foul, 0-2. Okay, collector after for AVA. Heater up and away. Chased it, strike 3. First punch out for AVA, 1 down. Here's Rufo, hitting 333 with 4 RBIs in the postseason. Yeah, this is first, okay. I had to make sure I was keeping track. Change it down on the first pitch, strike called. Throw down by Tugboat Thomas. In time to nail the runner, as that was a failed hit and run, I assume. Runner thrown out, 2 down, 0-1 the count to Rufo. Slider away, strike called, 0-2. Four-seamer down and away. Fouled off late, 0-2. Change it down and in. Chased it low, strike 3. Second punch out for AVA, and that's going to end the inning. To the third, we're scoreless. Nutmeg, AVA, and Trips due up. Third baseman Nutmeg leading off, hitless in last game. She went 0 for 3, hitting 452 with 3 RBIs in the postseason. Slider inside, caught the corner, 0-1. Slider's high and tight, 1-1. Fastball away, line by Nutmeg to left, but it's right at McKinney, 1 down.
Now batting, the pitcher, number 35.
AVA up next, he's locked in, getting his first at bat of the postseason. Heater away, late, 0-1. Curve up and in, fouled off, 0-2. Chase the changeup up and in, out in front of it. First punch out for Slayer. 2 down, and here's Trips, 1 for 1 with a single. Then he was throwing out trying to steal second. Slayer now locked in. Changeup high, strike called, 0-1. Slider down and in, turned on by Trips down the left field line. Hooking. Foul. Just over the wall, but out in front. Curveball down in the way, pulled to left center field. That's going to be an easy fly out for McKinney. 1-2-3 inning for Slayer in the third. Bottom 3 were scoreless still. Star, Hart, and Slayer do up. Here's Carlton Starr, shortstop, hitting .286 with 3 RBIs in the postseason. Four-seamer away on the first pitch from ABA is fouled off late, 0-1. Curveball down, check swing strike, 0-2. Okay, collector active. Slider down in the way. Strike 3 called. Third punch out for ABA. 1 down. Next up, Hank Hart, catchers locked in, hitting .308 with 7 RBIs. He had 4 RBIs last game, including the 3-run bases clearing double to break the game open in the 8th inning to put it away. Change up and down the first pitch, line to second. Freeman lunges under his glove, and that's a base hit. Runner on with 1 down. Pardon me. Next up is the pitcher, almost Slayer, who could bunt him over. He's locked in. Pushing up on the first pitch. Bunt is dropped down back to the mound. Von Asen to second. 1. Renero to first. Late fielder's choice. Good heads-up play by AVA to get the lead runner. Charlie Lopez up with ace exterminator. He's 10, so for 1. Flew out to deep center his first time up. Curveball away. Strike called in the corner, 0-1. Change up and in. Lopez takes it high, 1-1. Pushing it down and in. Chop foul, 1-2. Okay, collector active again for AVA. Slider up and away. Check swing outside, 2-2. Good hold. Change it down the way. Chased and fouled off, still 2-2. Forcing up and in. Chased it high, strike 3. 4th punch out for AVA, and that ends the inning. To the 4th, it's still scoreless. Bags, Freeman, and Renero do up. There's Johnny Bags, 0 for 1 in tenths today, trying to start it. Slider up and in is high, ball 1. Curveball down in the way, dumped to left center field. That is a base hit for Bags. His first hit today, he's 1 for 2. Johnny on with the leadoff knock in the 4th. Our 3rd hit today off Slayer. Here's Janice Friedman, 0 for 1 and locked in. Clutch active at first base for Johnny. Change up inside, strike called, 0-1. Change up the way, line to right center field, but that is right at Rufo. 1 down, he was shading him that way. 1 down, here's Renero, 1 for 1 with a single, he's locked in now. Person locked in Slayer as well, slider inside, misses ball 1. Who's going to win this duel? Heater up and in, chase late, 1-1. Change up, hard rip foul, 1-2 to John. Heater up and in, whiffed it, strike 3. 2nd punch out for Slayer, 2 down. Peak Physique up next, he's 0 for 1. Work ball middle in, jammed him to right on the line, but right at Colliner, and that ends the inning. Bottom 4, we're still scoreless as we can't get anything going against him. Fenster, Stiffner, and McKinney do up. Here's Fenster, 0 for 1. AVA locked in as well here. Heater down and in, chop foul, 0-1. Change up away, dump to right, Caldy racing in, makes the catch on the liner, 1 out. Stiffner up next, he's 0 for 1 in tenths. Slider up and down the first pitch, high and tight, 1-0. Pushing him down in the way, chop foul, 1-1. Change up and away, Stiffner ripped it foul early, 1-2. Curveball down and in the dirt, 2-2. Slider down and away. Chased and fouled off. Still 1-2. Receiver middle in. Inside 3-2. Good hold. Receiver up and in. Dump to left. Right at Bags. He's there. Makes the catch. 2 down. Base is empty for McKinney. 1-for-1 with a single and still locked in. Receiver at the knees. Chop the second. Friedman to his right. Backhands cleanly. On to first. 1-2-3 inning for AVA in the 4th. Aces still dueling to the 5th. It's scoreless. Kyle Eat, Thomas, and Nutmeg do up. Every bit as good as advertised. Which one's going to blink? Here's Cal Eat, 0-for-1 today. Flew out his first time up. Change of away is outside. Ball 1. Work ball, but in. Whiffed on at 1-1. Change of away, rip foul. 1-2. Heater up and in, chased at strike 3. Third punch out for Slayer, 1 down. Just late. Here's Thomas, 0-for-1. Slider down in the way, strike called, 0-1. Heater up high, 1-1. Change of away, pulled foul by Thomas, out of play, 1-2. Curve up and in, 1 hopper to short, picked by Starr to his left, 2 down. Base is empty for Nutmeg, 0-for-1.
Number 15, Kira Nutmeg.
Curveball away, strike called, 0-1. Curveball down and in, ripped the right into the corner. Extra bases over the leaping first baseman Fenster. Colliner gets it in, but it is a 2-out double for Nutmeg as she beats the throw. That keeps the at-bat inning alive for AVA. He's 0-for-1. Struck out swinging his first time up, but he's still locked in. At least he won't have to lead off next inning. That's a plus. Can he deliver? Heater away, chased at 0-1. Change bat away, fouled off, 0-2. Curveball up and in, hit back to Slayer, who picks it out of the air. You fuck. Bottom 5, still scoreless, halfway home. Colliner, Rufo, and Starr do up. There's Colliner, 0-for-1 today. Pushing it down their way, fouled off late, 0-1. Change of middle in, strike called, 0-2. Slider middle in, popped it up in front of the plate. Thomas out of the crouch. In foul territory slightly. On the third base side, makes the catch, 1 down. Rufo up next, 0-for-1 today. Curveball down on the first pitch, low and away, 1-0. Slider up and in, high tight, 2-0. Forcing it down and in, fouled off, 2-1. Change it down and away, low and outside, 3-1. 3-1 pitch. Heater away, line to left center. That's going to be a base hit. Trips gets there to cut it off. No extra bases. Rufo on a first, 1 down for Carlton Starr. 0-for-1 intense today.
Carlton Starr.
Change it middle in on the first pitch. Strike called, 0-1. Forcing it down in the way. Runner goes, hitting the hole to short, and they pulled Renero away for it to be a base hit. Good hit and run execution. 2 on, 1 down. Here's the 8-hitter, Hank Hart. Catcher 1-for-1 with a single, still locked in. Ball down in the way in the first pitch. Chop the second. Slow roller. Friedman charges. Flips the second. 1. Renero to first. Ah, damn it. Runners at the corners. 2 down for Slayer. 0-for-1. Failed to sack bunt last time up, so he hit into a fielder's choice. First pitch, heater up and away. Line foul, out of play. 0-1. Can Slayer help his own cause now? Change it down and in. Inside, 1-1. That's a good take. Slider down in the way. Strike called. Nipped the corner. 1-2. Four-seam up and in. Swung through it. Strike 3. 5th punch out for AVA, and that ends the inning. Scoreless to the 6th. Trips, Bags, and Friedman do up. Matching each other punch for punch. Here's Trips. 1-for-2 with a single.
Number 3, Trips.
Change up at the knees. 0-1. Heater up and away, line to first. Fair ball into the corner. That's going to be extra bases for Trips as he gets on his horse. Heading for second. He's going to beat the throw in from Colliner. It's a leadoff double.
Now batting the left
Here's Bags. None down. Runner in scoring position. Clutch active. 1 for 2 with a single last time up. Can Johnny come through again? Johnny on the spot. Let's go. Slider down. Line at the middle. Base hit. And that is down for a knock. Coming around third is Trips. He's going to draw the throw and hold. Runners at the corners. None down. Good job, Johnny. Here's Friedman. 0 for 2. Slayer no longer locked in. He's down to neutral. Bags is back to neutral, though, after the hit. Friedman no longer locked in. Can he deliver? 0 for 2. Change it down and then turned on and belted foul. 0-1. Heater away. Line to right. Base hit. Friedman delivers. 3 straight hits in the inning for the Sawteeth. Trips scores. It's 1-0. The scoreless tie is broken in the 6th. Here's Renero. 1 for 2 with a single. Renero struck out swinging last time up. Curveball up. Taken high. Good eye. Ball 1. Curveball up. That's a strike. Grounded hard to third. Stiffner to second. 1. Lopez to first. Double play. Bags to third. 2 down for Physique. He's 0 for 2. Curveball away. Outside. Misses. Ball 1. Change him up and away. Pulled to left field. That is down for a base hit. Physique drives in a runner. Bags scores. It's 2-0. 2 down still in the 6th for Caldeet. 0 for 2. Caldeet. Caldeet. Fastball away. Whiff late. 0-1. Slider away. Hitting the ground to short. Base hit for Caldeet as that keeps the inning alive. Caldeet. 2 on, 2 down, and that will bring up the 6 hitter. It is 7 hitters. Tugboat Thomas. Catcher 0 for 2. Slider down and in. Sky to left center. That's hit pretty well, but that is going to hang up enough for Rufo to make the catch. 2 runs in the inning, though, as we get a RBI single from Janice Freeman and an RBI single for Peak Physique. 2-0 to the bottom of the 6th. Lopez, Fenster, and Stiffner. Good job from the top of our lineup. Let's see if we can hold their top. Lopez leads off 0 for 2 with Ace Exterminator. Struck out swinging last time up. He's also flown out to center. Receiver down in the way in the first pitch. Low. Ball 1. Change up inside. Check swing. 2-0. Slider down and in. Low. 3-0. Four-seamer up. Lopez takes it. Strike called. 3-1. Ball away. Lopez dumps it to right center. Leaping Friedman over his glove. That's extra bases all the way to the fence. And it ricochets away from Caldeet, but he's got the stronger arm, so he'll take it. It's a leadoff double. Same thing that happened from Trips. Will we have deja vu in this inning? Here's Fenster, 0 for 2. Change it down and in on the first pitch. Fouled off. 0-1. There's him ripping in. Jammed him to right center. Caldeet racing over. Runs it down for the first out. Runner has to hold. Runner still in scoring position for Stiffner, who's 0 for 2. He's tense. Ball down in the way. Check swing strike called. 0-1. Nice pitch there. Where's him ripping away? Chased it high. 0-2. Change it down and in. Swung through it. Strike 3. 6th punch out for AVA. 2 down. Now to bring up the cleanup hitter, Spitz McKinney, who's been doing everything right this series. 1 for 2 with a single. Locked in. RBI hero still active. First pitch slider up and in. Taken high. Ball 1. That's a good take. Forcing me down and in. Stone cold take inside. 2-0. Change it down the way. Dump to right center. Caldeet racing over. And it's over his glove. He couldn't quite get there. It's going to be an RBI triple for McKinney. See, it's his second one of the series. It's 2-1. I thought Caldeet could get there. Calling her up next, 0 for 2 with RBI hero active as well. AVA no longer locked in. Four-seamer up and in on the first pitch. Whiffed on at 0-1. He swung underneath it. Change it down low away. 1-1. Slider down, fouled off late, 1-2. AVA 1 strike away. Heater up and away. Chased it outside, strike 3. 7th punch out for Von Asen, and that ends the inning. Strands 1, but he gives up an RBI triple to McKinney. 2-1 to the 7th. Nutmeg, AVA, and Trips due up. We got to make a decision. Do we leave him out there? I think we do. Nutmeg 1 for 2 with a double last time up. Slayer stays out there to start it. He's only at 66 pitches. He's got at least one more inning in him, I think. Slider inside, misses, ball 1. Curveball down in the way low, 2-0 to Nutmeg. Change up away, pulled foul, out of play, 2-1. A little early on that one. Change up, rip foul, 2-2. K Collector active again for Slayer. Heater down, blew it by her, strike 3. Fourth punch out for Slayer, 1 down. I know it's there, I gotta get around on it. Here's AVA, 0 for 2. Struck out last 2 times at the plate. Work ball down in the way, strike called, 0-1. Work ball up and in, whiffed on it, 0-2. Change it down, rip foul, 0-2. Heater up, skied it to right field. He made contact at least. In on it is the right fielder, making the catch, calling her, 2 down. Base is empty for trips. Doubled last time up, he's 2 for 3. He's also singled. Fastball down, fouled off late, 0-1. Change up out in front of it away, 0-2. Change up away, pulled down the left field line. That is in there for McKinney. 1-2-3 inning. Bottom 7, it's 2-1. Rufo, Star, and Hart due up. Here's Rufo, 1 for 2 with a single, rally starter, and high pitch active now. Oh boy. Change it down on the first pitch, low, ball 1. Forcing him down, line to center, trips racing in, slides, nice catch, slash, 1 down. Here's Star, 1 for 2 with a single. Curveball away, way outside, ball 1. Heater up, wafted on it, 1-1. Change up. Star hits it back at the middle, base hit. Trips cuts it off in right center. That's going to be a 1-out knock for Star, his second hit today. Hank Hart up next, 1 for 2 with a single, grounded into a double play last time up. Ball down the way on the first pitch in the dirt, block, ball 1. Slider for an in, runner goes, fouled back on the hit and run, 1-1. Ball down the way, runner goes, fouled off, back again, 1-2. Kick off first, nothing doing. Change it down and in. Check swing low, 2-2. Forcing him ripping away. Chased and fouled back, still 2-2. Slayer on deck. Forcing it down. Chased again, fouled off, 2-2. Got to it. Slider fin away. Whiffed on it, strike 3. 8th punch out for Von Asen. 2 down in the inning. Here's Slayer, 0 for 2. Will they pinch hit? Yes, they will. It's Huck and... Oh, shit. Huck and Duck has a homer in the postseason. He drove in 3 runs. Oh, fuck. Do not underestimate this man. He is pissed after we hit 4 homers off him in Game 1. Oh, no. Oh, no. Change up inside on the first pitch. Runner goes. Ball. Throw down by Thomas. Late. Star steals second. He's in scoring position. 1-0 the count. Forcing me down in the way. Outside. 2-0. Slider down in the way. Strike called. 2-1. Ball down and in. Rip the first right at Physique, and that ends the inning. All right. Way to go, ABA. Got through the 7th. To the 8th, it's 2-1. Bags, Friedman, and Renero. Heart of the lineup up against Huckenduck as he pinch hit and lined out. Here's Johnny Bags, 2 for 3 with 2 singles. He's tense. Switch hitter batting left-handed for the first time today. Heater way outside. Ball 1. Cutter low, 2-0. Heater low, 3-0. Heater in there at the knees, 3-1 to Bags. Heater down the middle, driven by Johnny, left of center. He got it, sawed it off over the Heater's bullpen. Home run for Bags, and that makes it 3-1. We now have a 2-run cushion. There's the insurance run. First of the postseason for Johnny. Johnny on the spot, baby. Next up, Friedman, 1 for 3 with an RBI single as Huckenduck is tense. That is his 5th home run he's given up in the postseason against us. We had 4 of them off of him in Game 1 of the series. Curveball hangs in there for a strike, 0-1. Slider down, popped it up, foul. Will that stay in play? Hard is there. 1 down in the inning. Here's John Renero, 1 for 3 with a single. He hit a homer off Huck and Duck as well. Heater in there at the letters, 0-1. Chase the curveball in the dirt, 0-2. Fastball up and in, foul back, 0-2. Heater up, line by Renero to the gap right center. That is down for a base hit. And it gets by Colliner all the way to the fence. That'll be extra bases for Renero as Rufo just got to it. Renero digging around second. He's going for third. Relay throw from Lopez is late. It is a triple for John. 1 down, runner at third for Peak Physique. 1 for 3 with an RBI single today. All right. Come on, Peak. Infield in here. Curveball is high. Ball 1. Cutter high there. It's 2-0. We've hit the 2-hour mark on the stream, folks. Congratulations. Peak looking to do it. 2-0. Curveball up and in. Chopper to third. Renero gets the throw home. Throw to first late. Everybody's safe on the fielder's choice. Runners at the corners. 1 down for Caldy. 1 for 3 with a single. Infield is still in. Fast cutter up and in, driven by Caldy, deep to center. He missed it, but that is deep, plenty deep enough for Renero to tag at third as he'll score on the sac fly. It is 4-1. Another insurance run. Here's Thomas, 0 for 3 today. We are going to pinch hit for him as Mackenzie Frau come off the bench against the right-hander. Rookie catcher hitting 400 in the postseason with 4 RBIs. She had 2 hits last game. Power's righty active. Heater away outside on the cutter, ball 1. Huck and Duck still tense. Heater up and in, hit through the wickets as it gets under Huck and Duck's glove into center. 2 on, 2 down here for the Sawteeth in the 8th. Trying to break it open. Here's Nutmeg, 1 for 3 with a double. Fastball way, strike called, 0-1. Way high on that cutter, 1-1. Fastball down and in, driven by Nutmeg to left as she's laid on it. Jammed her for McKinney, and that ends the inning. 2 in on the homer by Bags and an RBI single there for Peak Physique. 4-1 at the bottom of the 8th. Lopez, Fenster, and Stiffner do up top of the lineup. Von Aston's going to start the 8th. We'll see how this goes. Lopez leading off, 1 for 3 with a double. Fry stays in the game at catcher here. Four-seamer down and away on the first pitch. Just low, ball 1. Slider up and in, strike called, 1-1. Curveball down and in, strike called, 1-2. Front door curveball there. Heater up and away. Chased it, strike 3. 9th punch out for AVA, 1 down. Here's Fenster, 0 for 3. Change it down the way on the first pitch, chopped hard to third. Nutmeg is there. She'll make the play across. 2 down. Stiffner up, base is empty, he's 0 for 3. Still tense. Curveball down and in on the first pitch, strike called, 0-1. Four-seamer up and in, whiffed on it, fooled him, 0-2. Slider down, low in the dirt, 1-2. Change it down the way, low and outside, 2-2. Four-seamer up and in, high and tight, 3-2. AVA getting a little wild here. Slider down and in. Chased it, strike 3. 10th punch out for AVA. 1-2-3, 8th inning to the 9th. It's 4-1. He's due to lead off, then trips and Bags. Do we leave him in, or do we pinch hit? That's the question. AVA leading off 0 for 3 and locked in. Huck and Duck stays in there. I mean, he's locked in. We have Primo, who already struggled here. AVA is our best arm. He's got this. Go for it. Slider popped up on the first pitch in front of the plate. Hard is there for the easy first out. Leadoff hitter slash trips up next, 2 for the double and a single. Bad ball hitter active here against Huck and Duck. Fastball down the way, line to left, hard, right at McKinney, 2 down. Base is empty for Johnny Bags. Solo homer last time up, give us the lead, or extend the lead. He's 3 for 4 with 2 singles as well. RBI driven in, he's back to neutral mojo. Heater way outside, ball 1. Fastball down, ripped up the middle, base hit. Bags' 4th hit today, 3rd single. 4 for 5 today. Keeps the inning alive with 2 down here in the 9th as we look for some more insurance. Here's Friedman. 1 for 4 with an RBI single, as that'll do it for Huckenduck. Coming out of the bullpen, second-year free agent closer Phil Flusterer. First appearance we've seen him in the postseason. Or here in the series, I should say. Flusterer 1-0 with a 3.86 ERA and a 2.14 whip. 3 appearances in the postseason, 1 save recorded, 1 earned run given up in 2 1/3 innings, 3 hits, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts. Batting average against is .273. Can he stop the inning? Here's Friedman. Pick off to first in the dirt. Good save. Heater up and in inside. 1-0. There goes Johnny. Heater outside misses. 2-0. Throw down. Just in time to nail him, and that ends the inning. He had max clutch active. Might as well try it. Bottom 9, it's 4-1. McKinney, Colliner, and Rufo do up. AVA coming out there looking for the complete game. He has a very short leash, though. Here's McKinney, 2 for 3. RBI triple, last time up in a single. He's still locked in. He has managed to get at least 2 hits in every game this series. Curveball down and away in the first pitch. Strike called on the corner, 0-1. Four-seamer up. Turned on by McKinney. Hit pretty well to left center, carrying well. Bags lays out. Johnny with the catch. 1 down. Here's Colliner, 0 for 3. What a play by Johnny on the spot. This is his game. Colliner hitless today. Heater down and in low. Ball 1. Ball down in the way. Chop to first. Physique dives out of his reach. Past Friedman as well into right. That is a base hit with 1 down. And that is going to do it for Ace Von Asen as he is done. Rays Rufo 1 for 3 with a single. Good outing for AVA here today. He goes 8 1/3, giving up 1 earned run, 8 hits. I don't believe he walked anybody. Struck out 11 batters, or 10 batters today. Very solid outing. Quality start no matter what, even if that runner at first scores. Going to the bullpen here. Give it to Primo. I know you blew a save earlier in the postseason. Here it is, 0-1, a 54 ERA and a 9 whip, 1 appearance. Blown save, took the loss. 4 inning earned runs given up in 2/3 of an inning. He gave up 6 hits, 1 inherited runner as well. 1 strikeout, batting average against is .750. But Primo, you're our closer for a reason. You may have blown 1 save, but it's not the end of the world. We need 2 outs from you, champ. Go get 'em.
Now pitching, Maximo Primo.
Facing the 6-hitter Rays Rufo here, 1 down. Runner at first has decent speed. Rufo also has good speed, so he will be hard to double up. Forcing me down in the way in the first pitch. Just low, no call. Ball 1. Change it middle in. Strike called, 1-1. Nip the corner there. Ball down in the way. Just low in the dirt, 2-1. Forcing me down in the way. Chased outside and fouled off, 2-2. Change it down and in. Chop, slow roller to second. This is going to be tough. Friedman flips the second 1, gets the lead runner. That's all we'll get. Fielder's choice. Runner at first, 2 down for Carlton Starr. Tying run is still in the on-deck circle for the Heaters. Starr 2 for 3 today with 2 singles. Sawteeth are 1 out away from clinching our 2nd straight title to start the series and be 1 year closer to an official dynasty. Primo, 1 out away. Heater up and away in the first pitch. Checked outside. Ball 1. Good take. Ball down and in. Strike at the knees. 1-1. Rosemer up and in. Inside. Good hold. 2-1. Change up away. Strike called. 2-2. 1 more strike. Can Primo get it? Curveball down and in. Check swing. Ooh, he almost went it. 3-2. Rosemer down in the way. Runner goes outside. Ball 4, and that'll bring the tying run to the plate. Stone cold take from Starr. It's Hank Hart. 1 for 3 with a single. First pitch prayer is active. He is no longer locked in. Change up and in on the first pitch. Strike called. 0-1. Rally stopper active for Primo. Heater away. Misses. 1-1 just off the corner. Curveball down and in. Whiffed low. 1-2. 1 strike away again. Heater up. Broken bat fouled off, out of play. Over the Heaters Sawteeth dugout on the third base side. Hart gets some new lumber. 1-2. Sawteeth still 1 strike away. Change up away. Whiffed on it, strike 3. Primo gets the punch out. Sawteeth take the title. It is the back-to-back titles in years 1 and 2. Sawteeth get the job done. We are now 1 step away from an official dynasty. We start the series with 2 titles. Booyah, boys. Johnny on the spot. Johnny Bags got it done. He is the player of the game, has to be. Or Ace Von Acem, one of the two. Because those guys did it, man. They did it. SMB4 Master. Win a standard season or franchise postseason with a standard team. And an average season ego of 80 plus. That's right, because our first year didn't have that because we were still experimenting at 75 and worked our way up to 81. This entire season was on 81, so yay, an achievement. Sawteeth take the title in year 2. It's a pitcher's duel, 4-1 victory. That 6th inning is what ended up being the difference. But Johnny Bags in the 8th inning, man, off Huck and Duck. Johnny Bags struggled this entire series against the Heaters, and the 8th inning hit, and then that magnificent catch in the 9th for the first out. Mwah, icing on the cake. Magnifique. Hitless today for the Sawteeth was Tugboat Thomas as well as Ace Von Acem. Expected he's a pitcher. Solo homer for Johnny Bags. That was the nail in the coffin there in the 8th inning. Friedman had an RBI single. Peak Physique an RBI single. And Howie Caldite also an RBI single. On the other side for the Heaters, hitless today were Fenster, Stiffner, Slayer, Huck and Duck. And they had 1 RBI from Spitz McKinney, who tripled in a run. Spitz McKinney did everything he could to win that title before he retires. That man just put it all out on the line, and he did everything in his power. He had to be their team MVP, no doubt about it. AVA, 8 1/3 innings. He gets the quality start victory. 8 hits, 1 earned run, 10 strikeouts. He improves to 3-0 in the postseason, winning all 3 of his starts against each opponent. Maximo Primo, 2/3 of an inning, gets his first save of the postseason with 1 walk, 1 strikeout given up. On the other side, to the Heaters, Elmo Slayer, 7 innings and a quality start loss, 9 hits, 2 earned runs, 4 strikeouts. He falls to 0-2. Huck and Duck, an inning and 2/3 in relief, giving up 4 hits with 2 earned runs and a homer. And Flusterer, 1/3 of an inning. Player of the game, AVA, as he goes 8 1/3, giving up 8 hits, an earned run, and 10 strikeouts. Johnny Bags, the runner-up, 4 for 5 day with a homer, driving it around and scoring twice. And Elmo Slayer, 7 innings, 9 hits, 2 earned runs, 4 strikeouts, is the 3rd-place finisher. He got out-dueled by AVA, former Platypi ace. We got AVA a ring. How nice. Something Slayer still can't do, get a ring. He didn't get a ring with us in our Heaters franchise rebuild either. But there it is. Here comes the graphic. There it is, the championship season again. Another ring added to the trophy case, folks. Let's look at the postseason leaders. Postseason MVP, Ace Von Acem. What a guy. Trips the runner-up because he did struggle that entire Heater series. He was not like himself at all. He didn't homer. He barely got 2 hits a game. Slash just wasn't himself in that finals. But our pitching staff was itself, and that's what got it done. Man, that's awesome. Good job, Ace. All right, let's go ahead and wrap up the summary here for you. If you tuned in late, here's what you missed. We took Game 1 easily against the Heaters, 13-2 behind Cecil Sawyer. Game 2, we ended up dropping 10-3. We hung on in there for a while, and then in the 8th inning, they just broke it open with 4 unanswered runs. So there wasn't anything we could do. Or 3 unanswered runs and then 1 in the 9th just to put a cherry on top. Forcing Game 3 with the aces dueling. Ace Von Acem out-duels Elmo Slayer. We win 4-1 and take our 2nd straight league championship ring. So we have now, in 2 seasons, gone 36-11. We have 2 playoff appearances and 2 rings to show for it, as we have won our 2nd consecutive championship. We are now 1 victory, and that took me 8 months. That took me 2 months to complete, guys. Holy crap. It would have been quicker had I not been juggling 3 series, unfortunate. Sorry about that. But We have now gone 2 steps of the way. I think a dynasty, everyone is agreed, is 3 straight championship rings. So we get a third one, or like a third one in 4 or 5, in 3 or 4 or 5 years. That's a dynasty. All right. So next episode for us will be the off season, where we will try to keep this championship team together and or build upon it to make it even better for year 3, as we will have to defend our 2 championship rings now. But this will be taking a back seat, guys, after the off season. Of course, we will do that, and then after that we are going to put it on the shelf. We are going to be focusing on the Freebooters Cruise series, as we are getting at the end of year 1 in that series, and it looks like we're going to be in the playoffs, so we will be doing the playoffs for that series next as well, so stay tuned for that. But that's going to do it for me tonight, guys. Thank you for tuning in. If you haven't already, hit the follow and or subscribe buttons down below here on Twitch to be notified next time I go live. I genuinely appreciate everyone's support, as always. Thank you so much for taking your time out to watch these videos. It really gives me a great sense of purpose to let you know someone's actually willing to sit through me losing my shit and babbling on about baseball, even when it's just a cartoon video game that just got promoted out of a AAA title, right? Also, if you haven't watching this already over on YouTube and you haven't already, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and link to Twitch is down here in the description below if you want to come over and watch the games live before they're posted. And if you want to follow me over on that platform, I'll catch you all in the next episode, everybody. Until then, this is the Nasty One, signing off. Have a wonderful evening, everybody.